La la rom pom pom. What? There we go. Let's load up music so you can all actually hear me. Let me get rid of this so you can actually all see me. Good morning, everybody. Hello there. We've got notifications up and running, which is a good sign. Danny, you just sent me €5. What the hell? That is insane. Thank you. That is one hell of a system, by the way. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Up on the YouTube instead of the Twitch for a change. Hello, everybody. To get it right out of the way, are we doing beta giveaways? Nope. We have done 2 rounds of beta key giveaways, compliments of Blizzard Entertainment over on the Twitter, which was also announced on the YouTube. So if you didn't win it during those 2 rounds, unfortunately, there are no more keys to be given away on my side. I can tell you that there are more giveaways being done right now. There is a website for it. Oh, Lord. I had a Nightbot command for it once upon a time. Hang on. Let me go to a different locations. I got this. I got a link for you. It is a website. And that website will take you to an overview as to who else are running beta key giveaways. For example, Preach Gaming right now, I know, are doing their beta key giveaways. So check out the link that I placed in the YouTube. And you should be able to check it out. Nightbot can be added on the YouTubes. It's one of those things that I haven't really gotten around to. Honestly, for those who are like wondering, like, hey, you're on YouTube now? What the heck's happening? Let me take a sip of my coffee before I get overhyped. Or maybe you want to see something really cool that I saw this morning. Y'all want to see really cool stuff? Let me show you something really cool. Hang on. This there's been like a new beta build, I think. And they added some stuff. Look. Behold, Dragonflight. Because that's what we're all here for, right? Hang on. Got this. It's gonna load in. It's gonna be awesome. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. Ooh. And then, when you go into the game, hang on to your butts, by the way. Ooh. Look at them all being pretty like a... Is that Ysera? Or is that Ysera's daughter? You see, they've all been given new models. Now I don't know. What do you think? Is that Ysera or is that Ysera's daughter? Uh-oh. And the game crashed. And it crashed. 100% the daughter. I hope it's Ysera's daughter. Trying to think. I mean, I have gotten a copied character, which means that the Heart of Azeroth, the chamber, should be available, right? If we look at the character, she has a moon over her head. I'm pretty sure that's Ysera, though. Okay, so a moon over her head and like a little cloak thing going on. Well, the whole Malfurion thing, as far as I'm aware, they kind of cut that out. So, yeah. Also, I'm hoping that the quality of the stream is actually going to be popping. I've tinkered around a little bit with it this morning, and I'm hoping that we got rid of like any blurred pixels and whatnot. If you're sitting there and you're like, oh my god, Nobbel, you're moving around, it looks horrible, let me know, yeah? Can I end the poll? Were you there? I was there. Good morning, everybody. So, why up on the YouTube? What is happening? Yesterday, Twitch made a announcement in which they're making some changes when it comes to the splits, when it comes to like your income for the subscribers. For Prince Albert. Tromash, you legend, thank you. Now, memberships? Don't I have memberships? I thought I had memberships. No? I thought I had memberships. Did I not do that right? Anyways, point being is that Twitch has changed some stuff when it comes to their splits. And that for me made no difference. Oh, hang on. It tells me I'm 50% done. Why? Are you gonna make me make a video, YouTube? Huh? Sorry, I'm doing multiple things at the same time. Shouldn't be doing that, should I? No. Oh. Hang on. Okay, so that should be done, right? Yeah, okay. And should be done. Okay. Ah. I think. What the fuck? Kleeboy. What? Okay. Thank you. What the actual hell? Don't know what. Good morning, Kleeboy. Holy shit. Good to see Nobbel back with some WoW content. Hell yeah. I mean, still, that looks awesome. Howdy, everybody. So I'm thinking that memberships are gonna come in. Anyways, Twitch has been messing around with their partnership split. Now, for me, that partnership split is not gonna make a massive difference because it's pretty much the same contract that I've always been on. Twitch has always been my side thing compared to YouTube, right? But what Twitch has been doing more and more is adding forced ads onto the live streams. And that's the reason why I'm like, you know, it might be a good idea to keep an eye out for things. Might be a good idea to keep an eye out on things that actually offer alternatives compared to Twitch. As Twitch, just clearly, it doesn't give two shits about the quality of streams. It doesn't give two shits about its content creators. All it cares about is milking as much money out of the platform as they can. Which really, really sucks. So, I decided, you know, let's give YouTube a try. YouTube has been getting better at it, I suppose. As well as I got like a lot of people on the YouTubes. So yeah, I kind of wanted to try out stuff here and see where we're standing. And that's the whole bit as to why we got to the YouTube. So hello everybody. It's an experiment. It's a trial for me as well. We're gonna find out how it happens, and we're gonna see what it's like. Now for me, I've been trying out Dragonflight Beta for a little bit, Alpha Beta, and I'm kind of curious what we were looking at. Oh god, okay. Like, was that her daughter, or was that just Sarah herself? The membership button is active. Let's go! Hey! The cursor is this massive because we're beta testing, all right? Honestly, it started off as a joke because well, not so much a joke, more like, hey, that's a cool option. Look at how big my cursor is, right? But then I realized that it's actually something worthy of beta testing. Because right now, the cursor looks awesome. It looks fine. It's HD, it's big, it's texturized, right? Look, when you hover over something and the cursor changes and now it's all pixelated. And I'm like, oh, so there's actually moments when the cursor looks perfectly fine. And there are moments where the cursor is just, it needs adjustments. And I kind of thought was interesting to check out. Which then led into finding out that there are way more options when it comes to accessibility. Danny! Holy shit, my first subber. Welcome, welcome. Weber as well. Subbers galore. Welcome, everybody. But yeah, I learned, like, oh yeah, we got the, like, whole click to move, which is awesome. But that's apparently already on live. You also got these buttons here that you could turn on in order to automatically move. Pixie as well. Subber. Hello. I think, I'm hoping that subbing... I'm hoping that actually gives you access to, like, the emotes and the buttons and whatnot. Hell yeah. Darkwing, welcome as well. CJ Froggo, Caleb, hello everybody. Holy shit. Okay, well. Okay, I don't see a moon on our head. I don't see a moon on her head. I don't see the cloak. She got the horns going on, I suppose. Her markings are different. So what we're gonna do, right, is we're gonna take a screenshot. And then I'm going to copy character a different one. You got raw beta access. What? Why is that still operational? You sure you didn't mislook? You sure it's not Dragonflight, yeah? It is. Live stream on the YouTube. What is the world becoming? You're next to Ysera in Ardenweald? Okay. Let's find out. Yeah, maybe she gets to do some ritual. That's definitely true. Oh yeah, I just unlocked that whole... This is actually kind of cool. If you do the 9.1 follow-up quest line, you actually get to look like a Dark Ranger. And in my case, I had like the Teldrassil markings going on, and I think she looks gorgeous. She went from like this tree-hugging elf to a... well, what she is right now. Only able to be in Orgrimmar for professions. Does this mean I get access to all of it? Not exactly sure what you mean, Frog.
Heroes of the Alliance, the Dragon Isles have awakened and beckon the Dragonflights home.
Woo!
Meet me in Stormwind, where I shall present the Aspect's invitation to the Alliance.
Citizens of Dalaran, raise your eyes to the skies and observe. The Dragon Isles have opened up, and I, Ronin Rephion, will welcome you all. Heart of the Forest. I'm pretty sure that's where I need to be. Ron! Oh wait, that's the currency. Time walking the bad guy Tergor. Do you think you got the coy to put up a lore fight against the best Warcraft YouTuber? No, I don't. I'm a lover, not a fighter. And those wrestle matches, they always end up in ways that, you know, you don't want to. It always ends up with pictures on OnlyFans. And ultimately, nobody wins, right? So I don't mean to put anything forth, but she has a moon on her head. She has a moon on her head. Luna, welcome to the suburbs. And Victorian, I watch your videos all the time. I play WoW off and on, but I'm so happy that Refion's getting a bigger role in Dragonflight. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. You had to refresh for the sub button, yeah? Ah, there you go. That's interesting, though. Oh, that is really interesting. So for those who are like, yo, what are you concerned about? Look, we got a loading screen, yeah? So we go to Nobbel, we click on the load. You don't get it if you're not in Dragonflight now, do you? No, Nobbel, you don't, you dum-dum. Yo, we get a loading screen, right? This loading screen will blow your socks off. It's Sylvanas fighting Enduin. Ooh. Cloak. Do we have a cloak? We don't have a cloak. I might as well go to Simfall. If she's in Shadowlands alive and we can come back from it, so what's the problem that take Ysera with us? Okay, so this is data mined dialogue. So I want to keep in mind, it's data mined. It's not live, it's not on the beta. Who knows if it's actually going to happen or not. But in data mined dialogue, which has since disappeared, there has been the suggestion that Malfurion is going to take the place of Ysera in the Shadowlands, and therefore Ysera can come back into the living realm. Now, personally, I'm quite a big fan of Ysera. And while I would love to see Malfurion actually do something in the storyline, I wouldn't mind necessarily Ysera do something in the storyline. However, my argument would be is that they've done a whole lot in the Shadowlands to have Ysera seed in Ardenweald. The Winter Queen sacrificed like a portion of her essence to bind her to the realm. And in the next expansion, you're just gonna be like, lol, never mind. Ysera's back now. I'm like, that's a little bit too quick for my taste. A little bit too, as well as it could just be more interesting to actually lift up her daughter. It could be more interesting to develop storyline for her daughter rather than just bring back Ysera. Oh, cool. I actually have a portal now. Yay! But again, that is all very much data mined. It's all very much... oh, there it is. See, she has a moon on her head. It is Ysera. But why? Isn't 3 years a long time, maybe? I mean, there's a time skip, but it's not a time skip for us. For us, as the ones that experience the storyline, it is like it was yesterday. It was the previous expansion that we said goodbye to Ysera. It lowers the impact of what happens. If you're just... It's similar to how... In one expansion, they blow up Teldrassil, and then the end of Shadowlands, they're like, here's a seed, go build yourself a new world tree. It's like, what does it matter? Right? If we're just going to go back to the status quo, then there's no real impact to your storyline. Same with the question as to why Malfurion. I think that has to do with the reason why Ysera ended up in the Shadowlands to begin with, which is she sacrificed herself in order to save Malfurion. And I imagine that our boy feels a little bit responsible. If the consequence are right away, what was the point? Exactly. Do you reckon we would ever go to the moon? Riding home. Maybe, but I don't know. Would it be? There could be cool stuff added to the moon, I suppose. They could be doing some cool stuff up there. But ultimately, maybe it would be more interesting if we go into the Great Dark Beyond. Think, for example, how we went to Argus, but then we go to a lot of different planets. With different cultures, and different weapons, and different powers and abilities. Basically, let loose when it comes to the creativity, because a lot of the Great Dark Beyond we haven't seen yet. A lot of it is still unexplored space. But yeah. Show us the world map. Aye, aye, Captain. Here's your Dragon Isles map. And then here's the world map. As you can see, they put it in the right top corner. How do you get to the city in the PTR? I can't get to it. As far as I'm aware, Shavdar, this is not available on the PTR. On the PTR, you can check out, I believe, the Drekfear? But that's about it. This is the beta. Pretty much, Gertie. Pretty much. We're making options. Of course, Rave. This map looks so bad. I mean, geographically speaking, I remember once upon a time during a BlizzCon that Redshirt guy stepped up and he was asking, like, how does it work with your whatchamacallit, ecosystems and weathers? Like, if it's this cold in Northrend, how come the Dragon Isles have, like, different ecodomes and whatnot? And ultimately, it's just a matter of where do they want to dump it on the map, say now. Okay, I, as with every build, they seem to be changing the talent points. Need to do something real quick. I did see some interesting, exciting news, which is they're still working on, like, the paladins and the classes. Which has me hopeful, Copium, that we might actually see some new, cool, interesting abilities added to the paladin tree, rather than just the number-based game that we have right now. Now, am I saying that the paladins are in a bad spot? Absolutely not. Please don't put me on the WoW forums with that. I'm just saying we don't have anything exciting. We got some cool abilities, and Holy Power generation is definitely faster than it is on live. So in that regard, I'm sure the paladins will be perfectly stable and middle of the pack, as they usually are. Hello, my fellow paladins. But we don't have anything what I would describe as shiny and new. I mean, maybe a battle res, but who the hell cares about being able to resurrect teammates, right? Like, I'm a rep paladin. I don't particularly care that I can res other people. You know, unless they're willing to die again and give me free wings, then I might care. But what I mean is I want something like what the warriors are getting. They get apparently Heroic Leap, which will then pull in all the mobs around them. Yeah, that's exciting. That's new and shiny. I want that. Give me that. So I might be a bit greedy in that regard, but I'm still hopeful. I'm still hoping that that's going to happen. Did I miss a talent or ability? It doesn't look like it. Consecration I don't care about. Blessing of Sacrifice I don't care about. That's weird. I need one more. Oh, I forgot Devotion Aura. There we go. Then we put it in here and there. I took screenshots of my previous talent windows, by the way. That's happening. By the way, just as a heads up, in case I miss your question, please don't think that I'm ignoring you. I'm trying the best I can to keep up with chat and answer everybody. But per usual, if you can't catch me right here, you can always hit me up on Discord, or you can send me a tweet or whatever. Yeah. Sure, why not? There we go. Die, get wings. Die again, get more wings. Damn right! Look, if I'm gonna res you, you better make it worth it and increase my DPS, okay? Thank you, Shavdar. I've actually, okay. So I've been working on a new little video, and it's not so little. It's actually been quite a big project. With Wrath of the Lich King Classic coming out, people have been asking, like, could you give a general overview of what goes down in that expansion? And what I've been trying to do is tell that story in such a way that I'm not just repeating the story of the Lich King. And I'm hoping that I got that done. Actually finished the last touches on the script to the voiceover yesterday, so I'm hoping that I got that done. And we can just cover, like, okay, this is the setup, this is what we left Northrend at, these are the major things that the Lich King did, and then flow into the expansion. So I've been working on that. And then I was working on another project. Oh god, I forgot what I was working on now. There was another project. How do we miss those big islands? Similar to Mr. Pandaria. They've been, like, hidden. And in this case, the dragons were looking for it, but I couldn't find it. And if I remember right, they... Whoa! Is that dragon customization? What? What? Whoa! That is well cool. Look. This is my basic bitch red dragon. And then they're running around with their freaking fire helmet and spiky wings. Excuse me, what? It's a gladiator mount. Hang on. My cursor is too big. Hang on. That's what she said. Sorry. Default. There we go. Okay. Highland Drake. Aren't I riding on a Highland Drake? Nope, I'm riding on a renewed Proto Drake. Highland Drake. Highland... Oh, no. What? Achievement, Dragon Isles, Highland Drake. The Drake of your span follows a strict personal code of honor as they explore the Isles anew. So it's the blue one. Highland Drake. Oh? Wait, how did you turn your blue one into the badass red one? That's what I want to know. Cool. Pure albino untextured. I mean, it looks badass. I'm kind of hesitant to be doing anything on it because, you know, crashing. But yeah. It's a skin, like the Legion weapons. It's a PvP skin, is it? That is fucking awesome. That actually has me really excited. Remember how I used to brag with, like, your armor? And be like, look at how cool my armor is? Now we get to brag with our dragons. That makes me so happy. I mean, right now, it makes me feel full of envy. And be like, oh man, wish I had a cool dragon like that. But that's just motivational. That just means I'm gonna get a dragon like that. Ha! So for those who are like, what the hell's going on? I have no clue what you're talking about. In Dragonflight, they've added something that is called dragon riding. And it's actually really cool. During your questing, you will get different colored dragons. You can get a red one. Notice, by the way, the summon animation. Pay attention, right? So this is the red one. Then we got the green one. And we got the yellow one. And we got the blue one. All of them come with their own little summon animation, which a summon animation on its own is badass as it is, but all of them have like their individual ones, minor alterations to the summoning animation, which I think is really, really cool. But it doesn't stop there. During your travels, during your adventures, you will find customization options. You will find different horns, different wings, different tails, different spikes, whatever. Which allows you to make your dragon your own. In a previous build, I made my bronze dragon like a baldy. No horns, no scales, and no hair. I felt like you are my brother in spirit, in soul. You were going to be my mount, right? So you can, even though everybody is riding the same little dragons, you can still customize it to your own wants and desires, which is, you know, what we're talking about. When it comes to do awesome content, get awesome skins. Doesn't change any kind of gameplay, it doesn't give you any power benefits, but it is something to go for. Then, the traveling itself. As it stands right now, you don't actually need flying in order to use dragon riding on the Dragon Isles. It's available pretty much at the start of your questing. It's one of the first things that they give you. And dragon riding is a different kind of flying. So, where normally you would just jump on your mount or have like a steady speed, dragon riding is a little bit like this. And then if you go down, you generate speed, right? You generate more speed. You generate more speed. And you can learn how to do a barrel roll. You can learn how to do increased speed. In the middle of the screen, you see 3 little orbs. Those are your energy orbs. Those are the abilities you can use. Throughout your travels, you will earn points. You can use those points in order to get better at dragon riding. You will learn better abilities. You will generate energy faster. Up to the point where the more you play, the better you get at it, the more cool this is going to be. But even baseline, it's so nice to be free in the sky and just have this dragon riding thing going on. The new race that they're adding, the Dragfear, they have this as like their racial thing. So they don't necessarily need these mounts. I do believe they still get them, but yeah, they got it. And Guild Wars can copy your homework 100%. But at the same time, better stolen proper than inventing something shitty, right? Do the different dragons have different abilities enhancements for the riding? That is a really, really good question. And that is somebody who knows where the dragon riding menu is, could most definitely tell you. I have no clue where they put that window. Ah, there it is. Haha. I found it. I don't know. I don't think they do. Like you have Frill of the Skies. Nah, it seems to be a general thing. Would be a cool idea though. Like have the Bronze Dragonflight be able to play around with like save points so you can teleport back to those save points. Or like the green one can create little vines that they can swing along, or the red ones could create like little patches of air. I don't know. Howdy everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Right? That's a cool idea though. But maybe a bit too much when it comes to designing windows. Like I already see people on the Twitter as well, like Dragonflight is not ready to go. They're still working on class balance. They're still working out the bugs and the kinks and the this and the that. And the end of the year is slowly but surely approaching. We're getting there. And the announcement was the end of 2022, right? Which, bizarrely as it is just around the corner, which is just... Yeah, best not to think about it, I suppose. Okay, hopefully they didn't take away my fly paths. That would be nice. Whee! Pre-patch was supposed to be next month. Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah, for those who might have missed started the stream real short, recent Twitch announcements, as well as wanted to give this a try, made me pop on a YouTube stream. And so far, I'm kind of feeling that this is going well. How is the quality of the stream is like my biggest concern. Does the game look alright? Do I look alright? Can you hear me alright? Sound effects proper? Music proper? Is the quality okay? Greetings. That's like my major concern. It's good, yeah. Sometimes your camera blurs a bit when you move. Oh, autofocus, yeah? Okay. Huh. No, that's not nitpicking, that's what I'm asking. Have I tried any dungeons? Yes. I tried Warcraft Beta back in the day, and the dungeons were 3 times harder than Classic WoW in the early stages. Yeah. The fine-tuning, and this is especially something that's active during leveling itself, is that some of the mobs just hit like an absolute truck, right? And that's the beta tuning that happens. Camera bitrate seems off for a reason. Interesting. Okay. I'll have keep a look-see on that. Your beard is okay. Yeah. End of the year, and then we'll see if we're gonna keep it. Beard is looking mighty fine. Why, thank you. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, tuning of the numbers. That is always something that happens during the game, and ultimately, their game design is that everybody should be able to play the game, from the youngest to the oldest. So in stuff like leveling and whatnot, you're not gonna find those challenges. In normal heroic dungeons, you're not gonna find those challenges. It's more on like Mythic Plus. And personally, I don't hate that game design. I love that it's trying to cater to as many people as they can. And if you want a challenge, like Mythic Plus is no joke, right? If you get to certain levels. Your accent sounds Dutch. I am as Dutch as they come, baby. En alhoewel ik heel graag in Nederlands zou praten, dus dat we gezellig gewoon mijn eigen moedertaal, en hoef ik niet zo moeilijk te doen met vertalen en like, de klanken anders maken. Mensen zouden het niet zo heel fijn vinden. Ze zitten een beetje naar zo'n gekke Nederlander te luisteren. Ja, daar ben je hier niet voor. Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. Oh, it's so cool. Het is wel makkelijk. Can you make the minimap smaller? Don't think so. A lot of people have asked. I don't believe that's in yet. No. So far, you can only change the header. So you can make the header underneath rather than on top. I'm hoping that they're going to add those options later. But then again, we're going to find out, right? Da, da. Thank you very much, Angels. Gekke Nederlanders, eh? Ja, eh? Sorry. Right, let's go see Alexstrasza. Let's see what they have to say. Oh god, I'm on the blue one. Let's not do the blue one. No, unfortunately, Theo. Unfortunately, none of that interests me even in the slightest. I can pretend if you want. I can try to talk along with everybody. Adi King, hello there. Good morning, Zelma. Good morning, everybody. CC and stun in the miles when it went away. Yeah. Like the there's definitely something to be said about it. And in the dungeons, so far during testing, what I found is that the bosses are completely undertuned, whereas the trash mobs are overtuned, as it usually goes. Alright, so last time Alexstrasza was like, you know what? Maybe we should work on getting our powers back. Let's get it done.
Where there is life, there is hope.
This space seems clear enough. Whoa, Dan! Whoa, thank you very much for the £10. What the fuck? Thank you kindly.
Treasure the gift
Thanks,
you have been given.
Oh! Wait, what?
Aldon Shi.
Oh, that's
The
a kick in the
must be
dick. I'm too low level. Oh, man. Mommy Alexstrasza, I don't want to do side quests. Ernst, I paid my money for my expansion, okay? If I want a motorboat Alexstrasza, I get the motorboat. Do I have the horn?
All life is worth saving.
Do I have? I don't. Aw, man. You love the new target frame?
Embrace hope.
Actually, yes, 100%. Another thing that's coming with Dragonflight, for those who are completely unaware, like, hey, what's happening with Dragonflight? Not mentioning any names, but in some games, you have the option to change your entire layout, right? Without add-ons, actually just customizable in the game. Some might call it a critically acclaimed game, but, you know, WoW always had add-ons as well to change your UI, and they're now making it in-house. You can now move your UI around, you can change it, you can do it, whatever you want to do, right? Is it perfect? No, there are definitely still some options that I've seen people suggest, which would be really nice to be added to the UI, but at the same time, they've also been doing massive development even since the first game. For example, a change to the size of the minimap is not available right now, so I imagine that for those small things, people are still going to use add-ons until they've added every single thing. Stefan, thank you very much as well. Holy shit. And my absolute pleasure. So in this option, you have the entire freedom to like make your layout better, which is great. I honestly am a big fan of the changes. Apparently, and this is something that's already available on live, but apparently the whole quick keybind mode is already there. So rather than having to go into your settings, your options, and figure out which button correlates to what button in your settings, you can just hit quick keybind mode and you can just on the fly change your keybinds. Ivy, thank you very much for becoming a subber as well. Welcome, welcome. Which I quite like. Like, quick keybinds is quite phenomenal. Then, to the layout as we're just looking at it, as you can see there are definitely layouts. So this is classic. I like my frames up top. I'm used to it. But apparently the modern way of playing the game is looking at the bottom.
I will listen.
Apparently this is the modern way of looking at your frames. I'm more of a classic kind of person. So I would rather put it on classic. What I do find really, really awesome is... Oh god, how did we do that again? How did we change that? How did we change that? I don't remember. Oh my god, look, we got bots in the chat. How does that work? Woo, let's go. How does that work? I need moderators. How do I make moderators? Quick. We need shields. Shields up. Voxney, go. Show them the might of your massive sword. There you go. There you go. You've got the power. Get him. There we go. I wanted to look for, like, you see the little, little statues at the side of your bars? You can get rid of those now. But I don't know how. I know that it's an option, I just don't know how. Maybe it's under action bar? Action targeting, action bars. No, my dates! Click on bar 1, was that it? Ah! Hide bar art. A whole new world. Look at how clean this is. Look. Ow. You need to save it though, otherwise you can't see it. Save. 1. Save. Look! You got it's not a sword, it's a wrench. You can fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Okay, so now we got cleaner buttons, which, honestly, it's the small things. We got more, though. Enigma, hello there. I got more to show. We need to find an enemy. Look at that. We have an enemy right in front of us. Why are there Sephrek up on the Dragon Isles? Anywho, whoa, whoa, what? Why are there super duper OP Sephrek on? Ah! Okay. Lizards are lizards. They're level 70. Yeah. Okay. That might have been a bit much. Is that because No, they're just regular ass level 70 mobs. I'm level 67. Okay. All right. Just how World of Warcraft should be. Painful and dead on the floor, yeah? Hang on, I need to swap my abilities around. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all fine. Then why is it the little abilities that are messing around? Because you need to be on the T button. You need to be gone. You've unspent talent points? What do you mean? I don't. Game, stop lying to me. I don't. Avenging Wrath needs to be on the F button. There we go. Alright, so most of them were still in place. Just a couple of them. Okay. We're still on a quest of finding a mob to fight, though. Because I need to show you something. Unspent PvP talents? Maybe. An E button is supposed to be my horsey. Okay, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Look, it's a new loot window. But it doesn't stop there, right? Behold. Oh, didn't do the animation thing. Probably because it was only one item. Okay, hang on. I will show you. And you will be amazed, okay? I mean, maybe not, but I'll do my darnest. Are there many systems in Dragonflight like in Shadowlands? Nobody asks. No. And that is actually a subject on its own, so knock on wood, right? A big criticism of the Shadowlands, a big criticism of Battle for Azeroth, a big criticism of WoW in general is that they've pushed on a lot of borrow power systems. A lot of, for example, there was in Legion, the artifact system, right? Or the necklace, or in Shadowlands, the legendaries from Torghast together with the Covenants and the Souls and the Maw and the Gathering and the this and the that. A lot of borrow power, a lot of systems in place. As far as I can tell, for Dragonflight, that's not a thing. As far as I can tell, there are no borrow power systems. There are no endgame grinds. There's pretty much just level and go get your gear. which is phenomenal, in my honest opinion, which is really great. I'm actually really excited if that's going to, again, knock on wood, we're going to hope that that's going to stay that way. What they do have is renown systems, which are systems in which you get reputation for different factions on the Dragon Isles, and with your reputation, you get more rewards. So you can get transmog, you can gear, you can get, I don't know, recipes, whatever. You can get mount customizations, so there's definitely something to farm, but it's more in the sense of cosmetics, it's more in the sense of extra stuff, rather than stuff that you have to farm. All of that is, in my honest opinion, fantastic changes, and I'm hoping that that's going to be a thing. However, asterisk side note, I wonder what my end game is going to be. Because, yes, I love that they changed the end game, and I don't have to force myself to go through these arbitrary systems in order to keep my character up and running. Fantastic. But I do want something to do with endgame. And the standard endgame of dungeons, raiding, and PvPing, I wonder if that's going to be enough to keep me entertained. Because if this is just going to be do some world quest, now do some world quest with Torghast, I don't know if that's going to be fun enough for me to be actively online. So what kind of content am I hoping for to see them add? Think, for example, the Chromie scenario, or the Rephion Void scenario, or the Mage Tower, or the freaking Pandaria farm, or a garrison, or more with the dragon riding, or professions indeed, more with the professions, or yada yada yada. Whatever side content stuff to do, that's the stuff that I'm looking for. Like, okay, what exactly am I going to be doing at your endgame? Again, it's even Torghast. Torghast, imagine Torghast, but actually fun and not required in order to get your legendaries, right? Stuff like that is what I find really fun to do at endgame, besides the standard raiding and mythic plussing. Now that's my hope, right? That's my absolute hope. But ultimately, if it turns out that they go back to how it used to be, and you can just log in for raid night and then log out again, and you don't have to worry about a thing, honestly, I think they'll keep my subscription rather than having to log in and go through all these things that just make me feel burned out. I honestly think that just logging in, having an endgame raiding and dungeoneering, and then logging out again is going to be a better experience for me than what they've done with the Shadowlands. But that's something that we're going to be finding out. So to get back to your initial question, there are no major systems to go into. What is my hope centered around? TLDR, oh, sorry, we were talking about, like, are there arbitrary systems in the game? Are there things that you have to go through, right? And ultimately, long story short, it came down to, yeah, there are customizational options you could pick, but not necessarily power gains that you could pick. It would be a disappointment, it would be better than a forced grind. Like, ultimately, they made no promise that we were going to get any
is a solemn burden.
Any Mage Tower, any Chromie scenario. They've made no such promises. During the presentation, they were very clear as to this is what the Dragon Isles are going to hold. It was, you know, the new race, the new isles, the dragon flying, and that's about it, right? So we'll see. We'll see how the development cycle goes.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles. Glory to
per
all.
usual, you get the announcements of, oh yeah, we've actually been working on Dragon Isles or Dragonflight for like the last 50,000 years, even when Shadowlands was released. So don't worry about it. It's gotten plenty of development time. But they say that every time during the whole promotional interview cycle, I think that we're at the point where it's very much show rather than tell. Like, you can tell me in your interviews that you have created a game which will blow my socks off and I will play 24/7, but rather I would have them show it to us and be like, this is what we got, rather than, you know, interviews. You're fine without another Mage Tower because the current one still seems unfair. I've been told that the current one is actually quite spicy when it comes to tuning compared to how it used to be. I remember the previous one. Oh my god. I remember in Legion, I was such a happy camper. I was able to do the Red Paladin Mage Tower on my own. It took me forever, but I was able to master it. So I'm really, really proud. The very next day, I look at Mike, aka Preach Gaming, who talks about his experience with the Mage Tower. And the consensus amongst everybody was like, oh yeah, Red Paladin was the easiest mate. Red Paladin was like face roll mate. And I sat there, I was like, oh. But I still got it done though. Need more horizontal fun content. It's what I do in Final Fantasy XIV, but also get bored fast in it and only play once a month per patch. And I think that's a different design philosophy when it comes to it as well. I don't think Final Fantasy minds if you log out and just go play something else. And maybe that's better. Maybe it's better than just getting burned out. I mean, the Mage Tower, I think the Mage Tower is one of those designs where you can see, like, you can make challenging content. And it has absolutely no bearing on somebody else, their enjoyment or power. And it's mainly just for cosmetics. And it's like, it's a trial. It's a proof of accomplishment. And some will be able to do it, and some will not. And I think that's okay. I think that's fine. Now, I can't speak for the current tuning. Like I said, I've heard in the hallway that the current tuning is off compared to how it was in Legion. As in Legion, you were also rocking the legendaries and whatnot. So I can't comment on that. But just in general, a sense of, oh yeah, there's a challenging system for you to go into. Phenomenal. Because at the end of the day, when they announced that the Mage Tower was going away in Legion, and we were at the lull of the expansion, like there was very little to do, even I picked up my tanks and I was like, okay, I really want to get the Druid Bear skin. And you gotta keep in mind, I had no clue how to play my Druid Bear, so I had to learn a new class, I had to gear it up, I had to get the talents, I had to learn the Mage Tower. It was great. It was honestly phenomenal, and I got it done. It was such an accomplishment. I was like, oh, I'm so proud. So, yeah. How is the lore of Dragonflight? Okay, so a lot of it is still very much subject to change. A lot of it is still very much, I need to figure out what the heck's going on. But what I can see from the lore so far is that it's pretty safe compared to what they did in the Shadowlands. It's not so much out there. It's more... In the past, people have asked me, where do you go after you take down something like a Titan? After you take down the God of Death, where do you go? And my answer has always been, a fire-breathing dragon can be as world-ending and threatening as a Titan. It doesn't have to be constantly cosmic skill. It's just all about your presentation, right? And that's exactly what's happening in Dragonflight. These dragons are threatening to us. Because, you know, they're fire-breathing dragons who could destroy our world. And that's really, really cool. The story itself seems to be... how do I explain? You've got the origin of dragons, right? So we have Dawn of the Aspects. And in Dawn of the Aspects, Dawn of the Aspects is actually pretty critical to know before we go into Dragonflight. Up on youtube.com/Nobbel87, we actually have a beautiful machinima made by the one and only Kalis, which goes into the adventures of Dawn of the Aspects. But basically, it tells the origin story of how the dragons came to be, how we got our aspects, what they did in order to prove themselves, and how they were empowered, right? So after taking down Galagrond, and after Keeper Tyr realized like the world could use them as some defenders, he empowered the aspects. Amethyst Luna, thank you so much. This is so cute with the little emotes, with the little gifts. It's well cute. So they empowered the aspects, and a whole bunch of the proto-dragons, they were transformed into dragons. But, as we now discover, a whole bunch of them also did not. And that created a rift. So you have the primalistic elemental proto-dragons, and then you got the Titanic-touched dragons. And there's been a war between them. That war is new, but there's been apparently a war between them. And that war is reigniting with Dragonflight. And the rest is all new. The rest is all, we're going to be learning, like, oh, what the hell's happening? What happened here? We're going to be rewinding the clock a little bit. So at the end of the Cataclysm, right? At the end of the Cataclysm, we've gone through the Dawn of the Aspects, we've gone through the Day of the Dragon, we've gone through Night of the Dragon, we've gone through Twilight of the Dragons, and we've gotten to the end of it. The Cataclysm was pretty much the ending of the Dragon storyline, where they were like, you know what, we fulfilled our destiny, the dawn of the Age of Mortals is upon you, go have fun. And Garrosh was like, oh yeah, baby! Age of Mortals, hoo hoo hoo! And then he started to bomb Fettermore and cause wars. And then Vol'jin died. And then Sylvanas did their thing. And the dragons, they just looked at it and they were like, you know what? This whole Age of Mortal thing sucks. Look at him go, it sucks. So that's pretty much what we're reversing. Now, you might say, oh my god, Blizzard's current team, you're just reversing the lore as you go. But way back when, in Legion times, there was an interview between Jesse Cox, Krendor, and Ian Hazzakostas, in which Ian pretty much said, you know what? We never intended to slam the door on dragons as hard as we did. Like, they did the whole dragons can no longer reproduce, and they lost a whole bunch of their powers, and yada, yada, yada. And they were like, it was a little bit harsher than we intended. So over time, we might go back to the dragons. And me personally, I love that. I love dragons. Dragons are some of my favorite lore in Warcraft. More dragon lore, I'm on board of it. So basically, we're kind of rewinding the clock. So at the end of the Cataclysm, they lost a huge chunk of their power. And now we're back on the Dragon Isles. And we learn more about Oathstones, about the missions of the dragons. And a lot of things have happened in between the War of the Ancients and the Dragon Isles reopening. That's 10,000 years of dragon lore. That's the second project I'm working on, by the way. I just remembered. I'm working on like this is what happens in a very brief overview to all the different Dragonflights. So in that time, you have like the madness of Deathwing, the creation of the Dragon Soul, Alexstrasza enslaved to the Orcs and forced to reproduce, Malygos the Blue was taken out in Wrath of the Lich King, Kalecgos became the new aspect, Nosdormu nearly lost himself to the sands of time a couple of times, and of course the whole Muruzan storyline. Ysera has fucking died, and the Emerald Nightmare happened. Dragons have gone through some shit throughout the years. Rephion has stepped up, and then there's Sibelian, who was still chilling on Outland, and all those storylines are now coming together in Dragonflight, and they're going to be explored, and they're going to go further, and we're going to see like what is actually the future going to bring. And again, I'm quite excited about that. Oh, thank you, Taco. Like I really like dragons. I prefer dragons over what we got before. What do I think the big bad is going to be? Okay, now don't hate me for this. Don't hate me for this, but hear me out. Dragonflight is a combination, so far as I've seen, of the Cataclysm and Mist Pandaria. So, Mist Pandaria part is the whole a land covered by mist, not discovered for 10,000 years, and now the Alliance and Hordes, they're gonna party on it. Cataclysm is the elements rising up and being a mess of turmoil, Ivy, Sweet Dreams. So basically those two expansions. And if you look at that, ultimately, faction war. Cerulean and Illyria. That's where I put my money. Cerulean and Illyria. They're gonna be the big bads. The Alliance, Siege of Stormwind, Illyria and Cerulean. There you go. And then Enduin has to show up and he's like, oh my god, Cerulean, I leave you alone for 3 years and look at what you do. That's a very bad paladin. But ultimately, like, I'm joking, but ultimately it's very, very difficult to like predict what's going to be the massive bad guy. Because I've heard the suggestion of Galagrond could be a thing. Moruzant could be a thing. We could go to the freaking alternate light realm. Something from beyond could come crashing down. But if I look at the comparison between like Cataclysm and Mist Pandaria, I'm thinking Siege of Orgrimmar, Garrosh, Siege of Stormwind, Cerulean, right? Which could very much play into the whole theme of the Lights, into the whole Dead Domain, into a Yirl, into the whole Crusade. Who knows, right? But at this point, it's purely a stab in the dark. It's extremely difficult to say, like, this is what the end boss is going to be, right? An Alliance faction war could be done very easily with Zealot on the throne, damn right. I mean, oh god, when was it? Battle for Azeroth. Whatever. Galagrond comes back and has a mortal form, but because he's so strong, his mortal form is that of a Titan. Huh. I mean, Galagrond is an interesting one, because it's still very vague what exactly happened to Galagrond. There is some minor hinting in Dawn of the Aspects that the Keepers and their experimentations might have accidentally caused Galagrond to happen. But we don't really know why... Oh, fuck. Why Galagrond transformed the way he did. Like, why the hell... what the hell happened there? Could Dragonflight be a small pause and just a stepping stone for the big bad in the next expansion? All of them... Grendor! I need one of those Peaky Blinder hats, to be honest. I had one, but it was too small for my head, so I had to give it away. But ultimately... Grendor, by the way, I want to send you a message because I've had a couple of people ask. Would you be down to sit and chill and talk some lore? Just putting it out there. No pressure, though, here on the live stream. No pressure, though, right, chat? You know it? Ah, excellent. So, right, every expansion, what they've been pretty much doing is connecting the expansions. And you can argue, like, is it good, is it bad, whatever. But they have been connecting the expansions. So, for example, a Warlords of Draenor, it told its own storyline, but eventually it popped over into, oh yeah, Gul'dan is sent over and is going to kick off Battle for Azeroth. Before that, with Mr. Pandaria, it told its own storyline, but then there was like Garrosh and Kairos going into Ultimate Draenor, right? So they've been creating like little cobblestones that pop over from one expansion to the other. So in theory, you could say that every single expansion is a in-between expansion, is a jumping stone to the next one. But they'll still tell their own storyline, right? They'll still tell their own adventures. YouTube has a dab emote? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Where do we need to go? I feel like I'm crashing. Is it inside the building? Howdy the steady. Have you seen the Zoval was not the real jailer theory? Yes. Bits and pieces. And I also, funny enough, I did like the aftermath of the Shadowlands, and I did like the story of the jailer. And funny enough, people were like, wait, wasn't the Primus the real bad guy? What is this? What is the story? Why aren't you telling us that the Primus was the real bad guy? What's happening here? I think it speaks volumes about the story of the Shadowlands if people make up their own shit and it actually received better than what we were presented. I love the idea. I love it. But it's not the story that they've given. It's not. And unfortunately, we have to face reality and be like, this is the story that they gave us. Yeah. Which realm am I on? Oh, that's a good question. On the beta, you mean? I mean, on live, I'm on Tedagar. On the beta, I'm on Tierholds. Would be a nice twist if the Primus was the baddie. Yeah, and it would also flow into the idea of, like we were told that the Primus was like this massive tactician, right? Unbeaten, unchallenged. And some way, somehow, even though he could foretell that Zoval was gonna be the bad guy, he was still captured? What? Why? That makes no sense. And yet, we just have to go along with it. But then again, you know, there's also the part where we are on the mission of keeping the sigil out of the hands of Zoval. And Bolvar is like, let's take it into Torghast. This sigil is currently protected by some weird-ass magics and nobody will be able to get it. Let's go take it into Torghast. And it's like, are you sure about that, Bolvar? Is that really the best course of action, buddy? Well. Hiya, Lunar. I am on the YouTubes. Thank you, Razvan. We're gonna check in December where we stand, and then we're gonna decide if we're gonna leave it or not. So for now, I'm doing like a wild growth, and then we'll see if we're gonna, whatchamacallit? We're gonna see if we're gonna like let it stand or if we're gonna tune it. What I want to do is get like the Wolverine cut going. That would be well cool. Have I ever made a wrong decision? Oh, The jailer foresaw that Bolvar was gonna do that 5,000 years ago. Damn right he did. Damn right he did. Is that what's going on with the beard? Pretty much, Lunar. We'll see where the road's gonna take us. We'll see. For now, I quite enjoy it. Yeah. About the beard, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, honestly, I've been pondering about, and I said this during the update video as well. If and when... Okay. Sorry. I'm diving into conversations that I've done on Twitch, and I realize YouTube might not be familiar with what's going on. I am in the middle of buying a new house and selling this house, and I nearly got everything done. Now, with the housing situation sorted, I can focus on the next big thing. And I've kind of been pondering about going into a new education. Not like a 5-year one, but more like half a year to a year one about food and education in that regard. Why? Because over the last 2 to 3 years, I've lost 30 kilograms. I've gotten into shape, and I really like helping other people in that regard as well. With such an education, I've been pondering, do I perhaps want to take what I've done and put it out on YouTube, like share the information? Now, I know that the health and you know, lifestyle and yada, 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 it's a very saturated market. But perhaps my insights can, like, even if I can motivate one person to do something, that would be worth it, right? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Ooh, nice 9. E. Do you honestly think it's worth the sub and the purchase? Victor asks. After losing all interest in WoW thanks to the Shadowlands, do I honestly think that it's worth the sub and the purchase? Here's my honest answer to that. There is no content creator in the world who can answer that question. Only you can decide if World of Warcraft is worth your time and effort. When people have asked me about Dragonflight, about my opinion so far, in a nutshell, it is more WoW, but now with sexy dragons. And it's up to you to decide if the new race, if the new class is going to be fun enough to check out. For me personally, I'm going to be doing the leveling thing, and then I will see. I'm going to do the leveling thing, and then I'll see if I enjoy the endgame content enough to stay around, if I'm going to take a break. There are a million different kind of games to play. I'll see. But that's for me, and you'll have to decide for yourself. Like, do you want to do the leveling thing? Do you perhaps want to wait and see? Find out for yourself. Sorry, Victor. I wish I could tell you, like, yes, go buy it now. It will blow your fucking socks off. But I can't. I've heard people say, like, oh my god, I can't freaking wait for Dragonflight. I'm over the moon, hype. And great. This is not my feeling. For me, it's more like, I can't wait to be party with the dragons. I can't wait to go into new content. I can't wait to do the leveling thing. And beyond that, I will see. If Mythic Plus is fun, I'm gonna be so in. Oh, Mythic Plus is such a cool concept, and they have done so fucking little with it. They're sitting on content gold, and they need to do more with it. Introduced in Legion. Such a good concept, with like affixes and whatnot. And now they're like, oh, we're getting a little... Get me special gear, get me special content, special challenges, leaderboards. You can do more with Mythic Plus, Bliss. Honestly, you can. Please. Okay. Are there in-game leaderboards now, Ezekiel? What? Really? Did I miss out on that? Ginger Man, hello there. And how does streaming on YouTube? Honestly, the quality that I'm allowed to put out on YouTube is higher than I'm allowed to do on Twitch. So they already got a leg up on that one, the bitrate, so that's nice. So far, it feels exactly the same. I wonder how it is in the VOD department, like VOD highlights and clips. I wonder how it is on the emote department, because we don't have, like, Franker Z. I'm not seeing any Pepe hands right now. So maybe that would be an area for improvement. The 0 response time on chat feels weird off the Twitch. Twitch has a delay, ain't it? Like, I put the delay on 0 on this one. There's BTTV for YouTube. Okay. I'm looking at the names. Like, the names, if you're subscribed... Okay. Here's something that Twitch does as well. When you subscribe, you get, like, a little image in front of your name. A little symbol. So you stand out in the chat. So a streamer will notice you quicker. So the way it's happening on YouTube right now, what I can see is that everybody else has like a gray name. And then the subscribers are green. So they pop out in that way. What I would love to see is like everybody have a different color. Because now the names just kind of flow into one another. But yeah. And Milky, honestly, I would give it a try if I were you. Honestly, the setup is fucking easy. It's insert a different stream key and you're pretty much on your way. It's way easier to clip on YouTube than on Twitch. Nice. Miroslav, hello there. Where can I send you the video of my cat watching your video? Twitter, or you could try posting a link in chat, I suppose. I don't have Nightbot installed yet. Why not both? That is the plan, though, Weaver. I think what I'll be doing is like the Warcraft content, similar to how I keep the videos up on Nobbel 87 Warcraft related, and then like highlights and other games we do on Nobbel TV. I think we'll do a similar thing when it comes to streaming. So we'll do streams when it comes to Warcraft stuff we'll do on Nobbel 87 on the YouTube, and other streams like Final Fantasy or any other game. I've been playing Slay the Spire lately. We'll do those on Twitch, right? Can I explain why Justicar's Vengeance is still in the red tree? No. I wish I could give you an explanation as to why these choices are made for the classes, but I'm probably the worst person to ask. Could the Primalist hold people that deserted from the Urban Ring? As in, for some reason, they went from good to bad, since Primalists seem to lack a major reason for being. I imagine that the Primalists... Good luck, Weaver. That is going to be connected to either the Dragfear starting area or just the pre-events in general. So what happens is a Dragfear... Spoilers, I know. Watching a beta stream and getting spoilers, how dare we? During the Dragfear, the new race starting experience, they release Razakev, the Storm Eater. Num 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 num. And I imagine that their release, like this primal super proto dragon, that is going to cause some influence, some impact on the world. Maybe something in the elements, maybe something in that regard. If not the release of the dragon, then surely something else that has to do with the pre-events, right? I imagine. Like, if we feel right now that the Primalist has no reason to be here, I'm sure that they'll add more to it. Oh, she's released by the Primalist. Oh, right, with the... oh, God, with the Grim Totem's horn thingy. Yeah. So we'll have the starting event, right? And to the idea of, could they be Urban Ring members that, like, step away? Maybe. What could be cool is maybe... Oh, this would be so fucking meta. Imagine, right? Imagine that there are, like, Primalists out there that really want to heal the world in Silphus, that really want to heal the world with, like, the sword or whatnot, and they go to their leaders, and their leaders turn around and they say, "What sword?" Ha 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 ha. And you as a Primalist are like, "That sword. The big one in Silphus. That sword. We need to heal the world right now." And they're like, "Ha ha ha, money, ha ha ha." And so you are like, "Fuck all of you. You're all gonna die now. We're gonna go release a primal dragon, and we're gonna have fun." Voila. Voila. It's so meta. There we go. There is no sword. For at least for this, Oliver. We'll see where it's gonna go in the future. That would mirror Bliss. I know. I know. Right. Do you think Ragnaros, the Elemental Lords, will be a part of this expansion? I mean, Ragnaros is gone, and we replaced Ragnaros with Fire Dude back in Legion. Oh, God, what was he called? But there was something my brain is trying to activate now. There was something with the new Fire Lord and the Dark Iron starting experience. And there was something wrong with him. Like he was missing, or there was... Hang on. We go to the Google, and we go into... Who is the current Fire Lord? Wow, because otherwise we end up with Ozai. We have Smolderon. Smolderon is the current Fire Lord, right? Smolderon. What happened to Smolderon? When a call to Ragnaros attempted to revive Ragnaros in Sulfuron Keep, Smolderon was missing. A worried Envoltane Turgeden was even wondering where Smolderon was. To which the cult's apparent leader, High Justice Grimstone, only replied, "All in due time." Ooh. Well, there you go. Maybe that could be a part to play. It's definitely elemental stuff, right? More customization. We'll definitely take that. Hey, Oily. I can also see your image. That's well cool. Original intent for the Shadowlands 9.3. Follows Oval's defeat and pull the Primus out as the actual final villain. And they just cut out pieces. Ultimately, we can speculate and we can wonder and we can ponder like what the Shadowlands could have been. We can even create our own storyline and systems and whatnot, but this is what we've gotten, right? Like, this is what they stand by. Remember the Zeref Mortis presentation? They didn't have to go into a commercial and explain like, oh yeah, this is like 50 years of storytelling come together. They didn't have to promote it that way, but they did. So... you know. Oh, nice, Oily. Sorted. Good reason enough to do it, right? Are we expecting Thrall to get involved? Oh, I hope not. I mean, it might be a good chance to actually get, like, his children involved. Although I'm trying to figure out how old they would be. Cataclysm born with a time skip of 3 years. Cataclysm, Mr. Pandaria, Legion, Warlords, Battle for Azeroth, Shadowlands. 5, 10. They would be 10-ish? Maybe a bit too soon. Maybe. Although, I mean, Thrall was 15 when he became War Chief of the Horde, so maybe not. The thing is, like, I love Thrall, right? I think Thrall is amazing. But Thrall has been kind of done since the ending of the Cataclysm. Like, they already tipped their hand a bit too much with Thrall at the ending of the Cataclysm, where he started to teach the dragons how to be dragons. That's about, you know, for me personally, the limit to what I wanted to see in Thrall's storyline. Let the man rest. Stop bringing him back. But they can't. And it's like, start inventing new characters. There are plenty of storylines and things you can invent. You don't always have to go back to the ones that you know. So maybe let his kids have a chance. Yeah, Milky. Not a fucked up sleep schedule at all, by the way. Sweet dreams, good luck at work, yeah? Start inventing, they invent the jailer. I mean, is Hel Sargeras really inventing something? And, you know, if you want to keep Madsen voice acting, there are plenty of characters he can voice act. It doesn't have to be Thrall. Like, that man's voice acting list back in Classic was like, pretty much every character. I watched Nobbel's Lady Liadrin lore. I found BF lore kind of cool. BF lore. Battle for Azeroth, you mean? I mean, definitely cool moments. right? Even the Shadowlands had its really, really cool moments, especially the beginning. Oh. And how much do I think WoW will continue to last? World of Warcraft will keep going for as long as Blizzard wants it to keep going. There are far less popular MMORPGs out there that are perfectly fine running in maintenance mode. Oh, Blood Elf! Oh, sorry! Oh, Blood Elf lore is... So WoW will keep going as long as Blizzard wants it to keep going. I know that a lot of people have been saying, like, WoW's died! WoW's dead forever and ever! Puh! But they've been saying that since Classic Beta, so... doesn't really mean anything. And... Even at its lowest, it's still one of the top-tier MMORPGs. Is it as popular as it used to be? No. Does that have to do with the quality of the game and the story and everything else? Absolutely. But at the same time, there's also a big factor of time involved. But yeah, like I said, it will keep going for as long as they want it to keep going. Where do we want to go, Dragon? You want to go up? You want some uppies? Dun, 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 dun. I've seen people talk about Gilneas and the Scarlet Crusader Lordaeron again. Is there any use touching upon that? Okay, so... when it comes to the Scarlet Crusaders are like Vegeta. They talk a big game, but they always get their asses kicked. And also, they never seem to be eradicated. Because every single time that the story is like, oh, this time we got rid of the Scarlet Crusaders, they always pop back up again. The last time that we saw the Scarlet Crusaders, they were like dropping mad propaganda about Anduin and Sylvanas and how they were doing it. Why are you hating on Vegeta? I'm not. I love Vegeta. But they always do Vegeta dirty, okay? They always do him dirty. He is like the punching bag. He talks a big game about Saiyan pride and ultimately they give the victory to Goku. Resurrection F. Vegeta should have gotten that kill. But no. No. Gotta give it to Goku. Anywho. The Scarlet Crusaders, I kind of feel... do we really need Scarlet Crusaders? Or could we go in a different direction? And then when it comes to Gilneas... I mean, they figured out a way to cleanse the plague in Lordaeron. If they can cleanse the plague in Lordaeron, surely, if it's not cleansed at this point, we can cleanse the plague in Gilneas. And we can get them a city back, right? Goku is poo? I agree, but, you know. Apparently they like Goku more than Vegeta. I've not seen the new Dragon Ball Super movie. No. I have seen... the transformations, and I've seen where they're taking Vegeta, which makes me really happy. Honestly, it makes me very happy, but I still need to see all the new stuff. Why haven't I collected all the regulars yet? Because I'm a slacker. Gohan is better. They did Gohan dirty as well. Sorry. For those who are like, why the hell are we talking about Dragon Ball? I've been playing Dragon Ball Kakarot on Steam, and while I really, really enjoyed going through the storyline again, it also reminded me of stuff like the Great Saiyaman. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, this was definitely a thing of Dragon Ball as well. Alien, hello there. No. The Discord is available for everybody. Unfortunately, I don't have Nightbot here right now with me. Nightbot would normally give you like a little command and it will give you an invite. Now, if you give me 2 seconds... I'm just gonna clear this out, and I'll give you an invite. Link. How's the story Lore of Dragonflight? Scale of 1 to 10. Put it at a 6 or 7. For me, personally. Nothing groundbreaking, but definitely interesting enough to make me go like, ooh, I wonder where this is gonna go. Corp is like, I got you. Here you go. Thank you, Corp. Da-da-da-da. Exactly, Andrew. Exactly. It's clear that after the Cell Saga, it should have just ended. Gohan should have just taken over. He was amazing. And then they were like, oh yeah, let's go do the Boo Saga. And the Boo Saga is all over the place. All of a sudden, the legendary Super Saiyan becomes like, oh yeah, it's a tickle on your back. Sorry. I shouldn't take Dragon Ball that seriously. But it's real to me, damn it! Am I into Lord of the Rings? Not even a little bit, have to admit. Not even a little bit. I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy, don't get me wrong. I think the Lord of the Rings... Oh, God. Kirby! I think the Lord of the Rings trilogy is some of the finest filmmaking ever put on screen. As well as the whole story behind it, like, oh yeah, let's sign up for 3 movies in one single go. Phenomenal. I've tried reading the book once upon a time. But when in the first 6 pages, it was still busy describing the little hobbit homes and the twigs and this and that. I'm like, this is just too detailed. Where's my Legolas? Where's my memes? Where's my... It was too slow for my taste. Now, I know Heresy, Lord of the Rings, greatest literature ever. I was just not able to get into it. I know. That what makes books so good. Nah, I disagree. Look, I once upon a time read this series called Children of the Earth, right? And it was a really cool concept. It was about very early humans, and you had like the primal humans and like the evolved humans, and a girl from the evolved humans ends up with the primal humans, and she goes and she figures out like horse riding, tool making, the vocals and spoken language and shit like that. It's awesome. Children of the Earth, would recommend. But around book 4 or 5, the books went from this thick to this thick. And she just started describing every little twig in the forest. And I'm like, I don't care how the forest looks. I don't care about every little leaf on every little twig. I just want more storyline. And I got bored. Womp. I bet, Siegfried. I bet. And like I said, I know that Lord of the Rings is regarded as some of the greatest literature ever, and I do not disagree. I'm just saying that for me, I wasn't able to get into it. Love the movies, though. What do I need to do? Primalist orders. Yo, give me your orders. Get out of the Shire and reach the council when reading the books. After that, you go without problems. Yeah. Do I think the Dragonflight will bring back players to WoW? 100%. Yeah. 100%. If you look at how hyped people are to earn Dragonflight Beta keys, and if you look at how interested people are in the game and what's going on, 100% is going to bring people back. Will they stay? That's anybody's guess, but they're definitely going to be people checking out the new expansion for sure. Aw, thank you, H. Do you have any interest in playing the dungeons on the Valdrakken server at 70 on Heroic or Mythic? But I don't have a 70 character on Valdrakken, Ezekiel. Can I make one? They have to really make them stay. Oh, 100% computing. Yeah. But, it's a 70 pre-made server. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, we can do that. What was I gonna say? The start of the expansion is usually the hippity-hoppity most fun times. Because everything is shiny and new, you don't know where the expansion is going to go yet, and you're still like bright-eyed going through the expansion. I love leveling. I love the new... And in this case, we actually have a new race and a new class to go through, which is always great. So I'm excited about the start. Even with Shadowlands, like, regardless on how Shadowlands went, when, like, the game itself, if we look at the popularity and how the numbers went for World of Warcraft, for me personally, on the business side of things, I could tell you that Shadowlands was the greatest time to be a content creator. The numbers were insane. Now, the downside is that when it dropped the ball, the numbers dropped to bizarre levels as well, as I've never seen before. But the hype, 100%. Okay. Would you like to do it right now, Ezekiel, or is it like later? What are we talking about? Hey, Julius. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Whenever I want. Okay. Do you want me as a DPS, as a tank? I kind of want a tank, if that's okay. I know. Just Jude is fine. I'm gonna try and remember that. Okay. We'll do one, Ezekiel. Let me do the thing. Warrior tanks are quite fun, finally. Oh, hell yeah. Enjoy the work, Oily. Oh, thank you very much, Kaiser. Change realm. Valdraken. Looks great, and then became a kid's drawing. Horde, was it, Ezekiel? Algernon, thank you. More YouTube streams would be awesome. Not really a Twitch fan. Thanks for the years of quality content. I'm hoping to make this a weekly thing, Algernon. I'm hoping. But, I hate to promise something and then not deliver, right? Customize, Nobbel. Yep, I'll be a good boy. I don't have any add-ons, but I'll disable them anyways. There we go. I mean, for the first time stream, I am well happy with how this turned out. Like, this has been a good experiment. If you boys want a tank, I'm open. I was hoping to tank. Well, you could tank if you like. I'll go DPS. Easy peasy. I would love to make just a group with stream, to be honest. Oh, God. Okay, unwrap. Unwrap all the things. Happy to hear, Jude. Like, we did do the whole I'm about to stream thing, so I was kind of hoping that was going to be like a notifier for people. That would be good. Okay, so that's been done. I'll go stand at the fire, by the way. You missed the early days of Twitch. What early days were those? Oh, I missed the early days of YouTube, man. Fuck. The days where you could just use, like, copyrighted music and nobody gave a damn. Oh, that was, ooh. Have you played DPS and Healer Revoker? Thoughts on them? I've done a little bit. Now, keep in mind, Alexander, I am probably the worst one to talk about class and balance and feedback and whatnot. My experience, however, with the Dragfair is that their mobility is going to be insane. Like, obviously, it's a new race and class added to the game. So, like the Demon Hunters before them, like the Death Knights before them, like the Monks before them. Were Monks ever overpowered? I don't know. But they're going to be overpowered as hell, right? We all know this. But what I felt with the Dragfear is that their mobility is actually really, really cool. And their mobility crosses over to other people. So for the first time in forever, you can literally pick up one of your teammates and drop them off into a different spot. Which is, in my humble opinion, really, really cool. Like, you can actually move somebody to a different location. Now, of course, that's also very trolly. Howdykin. It's also very trolly, but it's an interesting ability, and I'm quite curious to see how that's gonna go. You got like your wing flaps, your casting. It's interesting that they're playing around with like hold down your button in order to charge up your spell. Now, honestly, personally, I'm gonna turn that off. I'm not quite ready yet. Sorry, team, I'm still talking. I need to set up my talents and my whole thing. I'm not ready. Hang on, I'm getting there. But yeah, all in all, I am quite excited to see how they're going to change what's happening around. No, don't worry about Ezekiel. I should get my butt in gear. All right, talents. Do I have a screenshot? I don't know if I have a screenshot. Let me quickly acquire shields. I will do that one. Shield rights expires. Holy damage increases your strength and stamina. I'll take that. Your block chance is increased, and you're able to block spells when you avoid a melee or use Crusader Strike. Cooldown Avengers. Word of Glory becomes for free. Cooldown Lay on Hands reduced. That's nice. Although, I mean, I have faith. Ezekiel is going to keep me alive. I have faith. Grand Crusader's chance is increased by 20%. I'll take that. Argent Defender. Argent Shield. Consecration lasts longer. Like, who doesn't want to last longer? Your chance to block spells is increased. While in Consecration, your damage is taken is reduced. Avenger Shield also shields you. Yes, please. I'll take an improved Argent Defender. Word of Glory heals for additional stuff. Each target hit by Avengers, you gain parry. Sure, why not? Bum, 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 bum. Your Avenger Shield is imbued with Holy Fire. Yay! Haste. Sure, why not? Avenging Wrath. Word of Glory's healing is increased. While in your Consecration, I will definitely take that. Blessing of Protection have 20% reduced cooldown. Judgment, 2 charges. Maybe. Ancient Kings is quite nice, though. Reduce the cooldown. Each enemy hit by Avenger Shield. Reduce the cooldown. Eye of Seer, I don't particularly care about. Word of Glory grants additional 5 block. Okay, so you get out of there. Give me my Divine Soul and my Divine Resonance. Okay. Hammer of Wrath. Give me Blinding Light. Give me a pony. Maybe not Blinding Light if I don't need it. Duration of Divine Steed. Fist of Justice. Judgment does more damage. Okay, Blinding Light, why not? Avenging Wrath. Interrupts. Damaging Holy Power spell abilities are increased. Each Holy Power spent has a 5% chance to cause your Consecration to flare up. Definitely gonna take that. Armor and crit increased. Consecration heals you. Why not? Echoes on nearby allies. Gavin, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome, welcome. Judgment, why not? I don't mind a Blessing of Protection. And I'll even improve it. Reduce the cooldown. Holy Power ability spent. Consecration damage is increased. Hammer of Wrath and Judgment. Why not? Speed and Avoidance. Haste. Sanctified Wrath. Sure, let's go. Don't I get bored of Paladins? No, weirdly not. I quite like playing as the Paladin. Although, yeah, I don't know. Like, I really, really like playing the Paladin. Thank you, Alien. Let me see if I have a single target, one hand. La 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 la. Okay, haste versus versatility. That's fine. Why is edit mode disabled? Don't we have edit mode on the maximum level? No? I don't have keybinds either. What? Edit mode isn't working. You need to relog. Okay. Can you join? If you want to, sure. We got 2 spots. And I'm tanking though. So heads up. Fair warning. I am tanking. So don't expect too much out of it. Is your edit mode working? If your edit mode is not working, visit your local physician today. They can prescribe something for that. Your edit is working. Okay, let me just close off the entire game then. Maybe that's a thing. Dragonflight any good? I think so, 0. Will it remain good? Who knows? Your HUD is back. Yeah, I quite like the Twitch UI. I quite like the system they got going on here. And honestly, it was as easy as set over the stream key. Now, I did tinker a little bit with the quality of the stream, as it allows me to do a higher bitrate, but other than that, yeah. Alright, come on, baby. Oh, why not, though? What if I leave your party? What? No, I just wanted to leave the party. I wanna get edit mode on. I mean, if I can, okay, invite me back in. If I can alter it myself, I'll alter it myself. Why not? Just need to see a screenshot of myself with my buttons. See, I don't play tank that often. Oh, maybe I have a screenshot on my retail folder. Haha. There we go. Sorry, I don't know by heart where my buttons are. I was gonna heal, and I don't heal ever. I wimped out. I'm gonna go feral. Oh, then we have a problem, Ezekiel. Why did you wimp out? We got this. Look, I hardly ever tank. You hardly ever heal. We got this. We fine. Oh, we already got a different healer then? We random a healer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ezekiel, you invite me into your party, right? And you're like, yo, Nobbel, I'm gonna heal you. Come join my party. We're gonna do a high dungeon. And then you're like, oh, we'll just random a healer. So, okay, fine, I'll heal. Yay! Action page 1. Nope, those are the wrong ones. Where are they? Extra action bars. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, G. Did I do Q already? I don't know. Did I do Q? Okay. I'm scared. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's not like I'm setting up my action buttons just before we go out, you know? We'll be fine. Okay, control 1. This goes on 7. This is control 2. Control 3. Control 1 is Flash of Lights. Never played this either. We'll be fine. And if not, well, it will be a wonderful experiment, won't it? Okay. Don't need that many mounts. Don't need the blue one. We could put out the red one. Okay. Word of Glory goes on Control F. Jesus. Okay. Control F. Then we got that. You go control 4. You go on the I don't ever use you button. You're an interrupt. You are a taunt. Might be handy. We will see. Do I, as a tank, have a battle res? I wonder. Blinding Light. Might as well be on the Q. Avenging Wrath goes on the F button. You go on the C button. I didn't do the C button. Okay. So you're number 9, yeah? Okay. What else we got? Consecration is on control 2. That's fine. Divine Steed goes on the E button. Intercession. Oh shit, I actually get to combat rest people. Cool. Divine Soul goes on shift 2. Argent Defender. Okay. There we go. Oh. Back at the keybinds. Movement keys. Honestly, I just want to zoom in and zoom out. Camera. There we go. Zoom in. Zoom out. Voila. Okay. Miss Moneybags. Hello there. Welcome. Okay. Let me relog real quick just to make sure that all of this is saved. And then we should be able to get in. Sorry, team. Had to put in the work. Put in the work. Put in the hours. Takes what's ours. Arua. Alright. Yeah, it is going to be interesting because I can't change my plates to regular mode. That's fine. I am ready. The Warlock. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's only heroic. That should be fine. I thought you were putting us into, like, mythic. We are going into Algafar Academy. Mythic is next week. Mythic plus 30. Let's fucking go. Alright. Welcome to Algafar Academy. I've not been here before. Overthrown Ancients. We got Veximus. Yeah, alright. Let's have a look-see. Whee!
Welcome to Algafar Academy.
Hello.
I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have heard wondrous things about your capabilities. Perhaps you could help us?
Perhaps we can. Oh, look, all kinds of friendlies around here. Step right up and pledge to the Dragonflight. We are sure in for winning the championship. Go Darkwing! Oh, you get a buff. Cool. Laten we lekker Link gaan doen. Een haste buff. I vote for the haste buff. I vote for the bronze.
I never gave up hope.
Mastery.
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been open.
Indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for a new lesson.
Oh, is it an individual buff? Oh, sorry. I thought it was like you decide for the entire party. But if it's individual, that's well cool. And no, Lucas, a bit of both.
We protect the Isles.
Yo, let's go, bronze team. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. Nice. Okay. So we have now pledged ourselves to the bronze. Let's go kill some people. I'm going green. Why am I going green?
Our history professor Max Dormu is almost ready for lessons. Do see if there is anything he needs assistance with.
Oh, healing taken. Oh, God, sir. Oh, okay. I don't know if I actually have the talent that allows me to bubble and then everything sticks. I guess we'll find out. I also now have to look at my frames at the bottom of my screen. Did I just see somebody fly down? Did I just see somebody get kicked off the map? That was well cool. Sorry, I'll not pull every single pack on the bridge, yeah? Is there story quest enabled? Yes. What is the story so far, if there is any? Top of my head, Emra. Once upon a time, we have proto-dragons who were transformed into regular-ass dragons, but not all the proto-dragons, and there was a rift. So you got the elemental not touched by the Titans proto-dragons, and the actual dragons. And there's been a bit of a war.
Safeguard the Isles.
So, that war reinvigorates with Dragonflight. As well as these are the Dragon Isles. These are like the home base of the dragons. By the way, well done on staying alive, rest of the team. What the hell? So it's home base of the dragons, right? And they weren't able to get back here for a while. But recently they found it again. Whoa. Who's pulling them in? Oh no, they're charging in. Oh, okay. Cool. They're doing a vicious lunge. Cocoon might be a bit of an overkill, Ezekiel. Sorry. I won't tease you. I won't tease you. You're doing well. What part of the story are we playing? Honestly, I have no clue. Because this is a dungeon I haven't been to yet, and I haven't read the dungeon journal. Something, there's an academy. I'm thinking this is in the blue dragon territory. What's this?
Please excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
I can't read direct messages on Facebook, peeps. I really wish I could. It's not my choice, but Facebook is like, nah, you're not allowed to open up your messenger anymore. Open the map and figure it out. Look, I could open up the dungeon journal and figure it out, but as you can see, I'm currently in the midst of tanking a dungeon. Do you expect me to tell these poor people, like, look, I love you, but we're gonna read right now? Chapter 6, Section 5, Idealism as portrayed in the Dark Fear Renaissance. Uh-huh. Hey, get back here. Pew, pew, pew. Wait. Our team is getting bored. Oh my lord, this is not good. Like, for me, I'll always respect the healers the most. As a tank, you can just run in and you can just, you know.
Here we are. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragonflight accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc.
Oh? Cool. Hi, Veximus. Okay.
The Blue Dragons battled Veximus fiercely, attempting to prevent it from absorbing stray arcane orbs that could allow it to grow further out of control. But dragons absorbed the orbs, not Veximus.
Okay, that's cute. Reminds me of Mr. Pandaria dungeon.
Began manifesting powerful orbs as the dragons neared victory. Veximus unleashed its full arcane power against them. Veximus did not absorb any arcane orbs.
I'm still in my bubble, by the way. Suck it. Huh? Y'all need to run into those orbs, though. Oh yeah, I can use combat res. Wait, I can do that. Yoink. Did I get the right person? I got the wrong person. Shit. Sorry, Zember.
Are you trying to rewrite history? No orbs.
Orbs.
Though Veximus tried its best to defeat the dragons, it was since you did so well on your lesson, feel free to take something from the good student's reward chest.
Ha. So all I could see when it comes to mechanics is orbs come to the boss. Make sure to interrupt the orbs before they reach them. Otherwise, they get a damage increase. That would it look like to me. What is this? Magic book.
Halth Aldan Shi. It is an honor, champion.
Ooh.
It is good to see you here.
Ooh.
As always, on time.
Yeah, the energy gave him... Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Adventure guide. We are in the academy. Long ago, the great Algafar Academy was a place of higher learning for all dragons, though it fell dormant with much of the isle. Just reopened in the back under the guidance of head teacher Dorogosa. In a series of exciting new changes to the academy, it's currently seeking new students from all walks of life, not just the dragons, as well as volunteers to help get it back to the bustling halls of education it once was. Those who walk the academy grounds are sure to learn something new. One of the most tenured professors in the academy, Max Dormo, uses his powers as a bronze dragon to help bring in history lessons to life. While this proves to be quite an educational and fun experience, it can occasionally go awry. Veximus is one of Professor Max Dormo's favorite lessons, but if any historical detail is inaccurate, he will be quick to throw any rowdy students in detention. Oh man, we didn't get detention though. We changed history, but we didn't get detention. Man. So where does this lead? The pitch leads... Oh, wait. We need to go this way. I think. I don't know. Is there an order to this? We'll find out. No, but it does have its familiarities to Nighthold, I suppose. What history change? Ah. Hey, y'all brought some friends. Come here. I want friends. Whee! There we go. Bye, friends. Yeah, it reminds me of the academy from Legion, to be honest. You know, the one with all the dead spirits of the Night Elves and whatnot. Nobbel is growing a Velen beard. Can I go for Deckard Cain instead? Ah, stay a while and listen. Once upon a time, moments ago in fact, there was a hero amongst the Alliance called Nobbel. More Diablo lore when? Ah, Diablo lore was Neff's child, Neff's baby. Neff's gone off into the unknown wilds of real life. Ew. Ah, the Derp Queen, hello there. I need to learn to move out of that snake. That breath attack actually kind of hurts. Immortal every so often. Yep. The Diablo Immortel. Oui. Come on. Look, I did a thing. I interrupted all their spellcasting. You're proud of me? You're proud of me, Ezekiel. They did less damage because of that. Mm-hmm. And look, I can bonk them like this. Bonk. What other games we'll go into for the lore? Time will tell. We've done a couple of episodes on Genshin, I suppose. That was kind of cool. What is this? A Guardian Sentry. Oh! Definitely does not just enjoy being disturbed. What are you all doing here? We're just gonna...
Tell me of your glories.
Let's strike a bargain.
Uh-oh. It's expelling intruders. Oh, that's not good. Now I kind of wonder what would have happened if we actually got hit by that. Can you line of sight that attack, I wonder? And Vlots. Streaming is... Sorry, I'm in the midst of nearly dying. Okay, I kind of want to see what actually happens. It's a knockback. Oh, okay. So for the last 6 months, in December, I
Look at this Lishrath arena. Oh, wait, what are these birds doing here?
I decided to give full-time streaming a go, and we've gone in 6 months' time through the entirety of the Final Fantasy XIV MSQ, and it was wonderful. Once the MSQ was over, I looked around and looked at what I want to do. I actually did an update video the other day, and I actually wondered, like, what do I want to do? Seeing how that is one of the bigger questions in life, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I don't have a clear answer. And I'm kind of taking it day by day, month by month, half year by half year. But to your question, YouTube is more my main thing, with streaming my side thing. And then what I want to do is I want to dive out into nutrition and health, as that has been my interest and passion for the last 3 years. But that is a I want to, not so necessarily a I'm going to. For the moment, I've been extremely busy with getting my housing situation sorted. I've sold this place, and I'm in the midst of buying a new place. Hopefully, this week we'll be able to get it all together. Or sorry, next week we'll be able to get it all together and lined up and just sort it. Because right now it's keeping me up at night, and it's interesting times, to say the least. It's, yeah. But hopefully, we'll get it sorted. Thank you, Appleflap. Yeah, and it's also a matter of, do I enjoy it? Look, do I enjoy making those lore videos? Because with Shadowlands, it literally sucked the enjoyment out of it. Mainly because every single time I was streaming, people would ask me, like, what's your opinion on Shadowlands? And when you don't like something, every single time you have to go, like, oh, it sucks, and this is the reasons why. And eventually just
now we need to
go into that cycle, right?
One. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is Talentos for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention.
Wait, what? Goals of Rushing Wind, Goals of Searing Blaze. What is this? An orb? Orb! Hold the ball! Throw it at the goal to score a point! Goal! Oh, God.
At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
Hey, look, it's Rukmar. I need a mustache. My problem with growing a mustache, as well as like the patch underneath it, I play with it. So I start chewing it and I start messing around with it, and I start irritating myself with it. So that's why I decide to shave it off. Overpowering Gust. Okay, so probably it will try to kick you off, yeah?
Look at this Lishrath arena. Oh, wait, what are these birds doing here?
Yo, y'all do the orb thing, yeah? Orb. I'm gonna score a goal. Orb. Whee! So you get to decide what kind of problem you're dealing with? But what if you don't? Like, what if you don't do the scoring system? Oh, somebody... Wait, what? Are you supposed to use it on like a timer in order to prevent Croft from doing something?
Look at this Lishrath arena. Oh, wait, what are these birds doing here?
Okay, so rushing winds would be the haste buff then, yeah? Oh shit. Oh, if you actually get caught by that, you will be stunned. Oh, whoops. This one... Maybe don't get stunned is an idea, you know, if you wanted to. What character in Star Wars The Old Republic would you start on for the lore? Gotta let you in on a little something. I'm not huge into Star Wars. Although, admittingly, like I said for a while, that Star Wars was a bit overrated. But they did do, whatchamacallit? The Obi-Wan, where there's like this, okay, it's spoilery, but there's like this one scene in Obi-Wan, which even as a noob for myself when it comes to Star Wars, I was like, okay, I understand why people are like, this is some good shit. So the latest Obi-Wan show definitely had its moments, but overall, I'm just not massively into Star Wars. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what was the deal with the bird? Hang on, let me read the adventure guide real quick. The Lishrath, or Talentos arena, is quite literally for the birds these days. Ha 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 ha! Croft has taken up residence in the center of the arena and has no immediate plans to move out soon. Let's see if we can get her to play ball and leave. Ha 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 ha! The goal of the pitch activates, allowing players to score points in either the goal of the Searing Blaze or the goal of the Rushing Winds. If you score 3 points in the goal of the Searing Blaze, you will trigger the Firestorm. The goal erupts in flames, launching several modes of fire into the arena. Each mode inflicts fire damage and stuns players. Also stuns Croft, and it makes a 75% increased damage taken. Oh. Gale Force. Each mode can be picked up to grant 45 haste and 50% movement speed for 20 seconds. Also provides immunity to being pushed over by Gale Force. Mods were under attack! Get them! Croft faces random players and flaps her wings. Savage Pack. An adult dating site. Uh-huh. We need Nightbot up in here, to be honest. Okay, so it's a matter of what buffs do you want. Hi, team. What buffs do you want? And with the different goals, you get a different buff. So either you stun the beastie that takes increased damage, or you do it in the haste one, and you'll get like a haste buff. Interesting. All right. Are you going to be streaming here now? For the WoW things, yes, for now. Do you want speed or you want damage? Honestly, I would just stun lock the beastie. But then again, it's also a matter of what do you want to deal with, I suppose. Because for the Firestorm, you have to move around more. So if you're in a caster heavy group, you might want to go for the haste. And I wonder what kind of limitations they might put on it with the Mythic Plus. Also, my coffee's been really good this morning. Can you all hear it? I'm going like 10 miles a second. Woo! You can get both at the same time in the second round. Oh, okay. Oh, we need to go up here. My brain's going well quick. How am I like the new talent tree for the Paladin? It's alright. Still waiting for the hippity-hoppity-hypity.
Well, it seems like things are in further disrepair than we anticipated.
Oh my!
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
Okay. Overgrown Ancients. Life energy suppressed by nearby vine lashers. Guess what we have to clear. Adiamos. But, like, speaking for the Paladin and its talent trees, like, I always let people know this. Even though I've been playing Paladin for quite a while, I'm no expert when it comes to the classes, right? I sim my stuff and I listen to what other people tell me. But overall, I'm probably the worst to ask, like, how do the classes line up? What's my tier list? Yada, yada, yada. As well as, at the end of the day, things are still very subject to change, right? From my experience so far with the talents that I've chosen, it feels very much like it is on live right now. For Red Paladin, it does feel like the Holy Power generation is faster, which I like. That means more buttons to press, faster to go. It's faster because we now have a random proc which allows Wake of Ashes to get off cooldown. And just in general, you got a couple of extra abilities. There's also the Kyrian Covenant ability that they've made a talent. And of course, that adds to your Holy Power generation as well. So Holy Power... I'm not Dutch or anything. No. As a Paladin... honestly, it feels like I'm playing the same thing as I play on live. But it's also because I didn't pick, like, the shield ability. Like, there's the tier, blind everything in front of you ability, but I don't like that one. What is our purpose in Dragonflight?
We are just about... Wait! Ichistraz, there is too much life magic. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
What are you doing, step 3, right? I wanted to say something, I forgot now. They made your Covenant ability talent only? I mean, my Covenant ability didn't even make the cut. I'm guessing that we want to kill those lashers before they evolve into hungry hippos, yeah? Dormant lashers begin to burst forth. Oh, that's not good. Oh no! Healer down! Healer down! Huh. Ah, tank down!
I am sure you will bounce right back.
Okay. Adventure guide. Professor Mr. Kriya and Ichistraz have used just a touch too much magic in an effort to clear the Botany Labs. Now they have a big leafy problem on their hands in the form of an old overgrown ancient that threatens to undo all of their hard work. The overgrown ancient forces dormant lasher seeds beneath all players' feet to sprout every second for 4 seconds. Each emerging seed...
Thank you so much for your help. Though, this all could have been avoided by... someone not trying too hard.
Oh, you just don't need a tank, you
What an overgrown statement.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. The hungry lashers. No journal, okay. Upon reaching 100 energy, the overgrown ancient releases his abundant life magic to awaken all the dormant lashers. So I'm guessing what you want to do is you want to stack your team so that the lashers all grow on the same spot. And you take them out before they overgrow, right? Ooh. Cloak. Yeah. But I don't know... I don't know if our DPS actually focused on killing the seeds because... well... none of them died. So, I don't know. Whoa. You look cool. Disrupting pulse. Stop its casting. Oh, stop casting. Oh, sorry. That works. Howdy, everybody. Hello there. Okay, so these are like the Arcane Elementals from Legion, yeah? Either you nuke them down, stun lock them, or just make sure to time your casting with them. Alrighty. Daniel, hello everybody. It's also a matter of... I imagine if you pull 4 of these, you would actually end up with quite a bit of problems. Stop its casting? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Change the pace tough and create more options, I suppose. There were recently some changes on Twitch, which I'm not down with. Sort of thinking how it works here. Who do we talk to? Like, we already helped out the tree people, right? Like, wouldn't they be able to... This way? Okay, for science, Ezekiel, we're gonna pull multiple ones, yeah? We're gonna see how that works out. For science! Oh, don't you pull my aggro. Give it back. These look like the packs from the Nexus. Ron, ron, ton, ton, ton. Okay, gotta make sure to keep my concentration up and running. There we go. Are all the dungeons available for testing? Good question. Okay, so... Like... Ezekiel's being a star. They're keeping everybody alive today. Nice. And with those announcements on screen, do you think you still need something like DBM? I am of the mindset that nobody needs DBM. I think that top tier raiders need DBM. I think if you want to be one of the 1% that brings down a boss, you need DBM. I think that the general player does not need DBM. They've just become incredibly lazy and they want an add-on to tell them exactly what's happening. The telltales during boss fights are very obvious. And rarely do you need an indication like this what's happening. Rarely. So even now you don't need DBM. Okay. Howdy, Canal. Hello there. You've come to rely on DBM way too much. Yeah, and therein lies the problem. That's why there's a mentality of you need DBM and you need add-ons in order to raid. And my mindset is that's bullshit. You don't need those things to raid. Do they make raiding easier? Yeah, 100%, but you don't need them. It's the top tier raiders that need those add-ons. The ones that are doing it at cutting edge with too low gear, that are absolutely crushing these raids, they need their add-ons to make it work. Maybe you need it for like the high-end mythic raiding, but just in general, you don't need it. Ooh. You're pretty. Can I mount you? I'm sorry. Can I mount you? No? Wow. Echo of Doragosa. Yes, it's Bart. Hello there. My highest personal achievement? Okay, the one that I'm most proud of, even though if I'd done it on a different realm, it would have been different, right? But the one that I'm most proud of is Realm First Max Level Paladin. Sorry, Realm First Max Level character back in Mr. Pandaria. I managed to get Max Level first out of everybody with the Mr. Pandaria launch. That is the one that I'm still proudest of. Especially since that was the last time you were able to get it, because they removed it because they no longer wanted people to speed run their leveling process. Yeah, me too. I thought that they were well fun to go through. Yeah, and of course they're still speedrunning. Of course they are. So this here, Echo. Head teacher Doragosa thought of everything when it came to the Algrafar Academy, including a complex simulacrum of herself to take care of any day-to-day tasks and keep upkeep while the Isles lay dormant. Now that the Academy is open once again, perhaps you could use it to help keep track of all the new students. It's done a fine job in the interim, and is absolutely the one spell that did not degrade after all these years. Perfectly stable and helpful, right? Right? I didn't die, fail boss. Ooh, we got customization. Yeah, this one felt easy enough to be reading the dungeon journal. This one needs a bit more. How much planning and effort did I put in getting Realm first? Hang on. Oh, I need to stretch. Oh, that's delicious. Ah, so. Oh, sorry. I did upper body day yesterday. Oof. How much prep did I do? I played beta a ton. And I just leveled as quickly as I could. But like I said, on any different realm, I wouldn't have gotten it. But my Terracore realm, like low pop. There were a couple of competitors, but yeah. Have I done the dungeon? Not yet. I have, but I need to pee. I need to pee. Be right back. We're gonna pee, everybody. Yeah, that was Turbo. Turbo competed with me through the mob. Right, we're gonna have a pee break, everybody. Grab a snack, grab a drink. We're gonna go pee. We'll return in a moment. I think I can run ads. Let me see if I can do that. Can I run ads? I cannot. Oh, well. Lucky you. You don't get to see ads. Haha. Did not stop streaming on Twitch, by the way. Just mind you. Hi, team. There we go. So, that was a relief. Holy shit. I had to go like half an hour ago. Woo! So the idea behind it is Twitch made an announcement yesterday in which they basically said those that have a higher contract with us, which I don't, but those that have a higher contract with us, be prepared to earn less money. And the bigger reason is that they're going to be running even more forced ads. And I already hate the ad system that Twitch has got going on. It's ridiculous to be on a live stream and all of a sudden your screen goes smaller and there's a stupid ad that runs in. Or you open up a stream and you're like, oh, I wonder how this stream is going. I just want to pop in, see if I like it here. And immediately you get an ad. It's garbage. Absolutely garbage. And I, as a content creator, have got nothing to say about it. The only option I have is I can force ads to play so that they don't randomly pop up for you. That's, like, I don't want ads on my stream, and they've taken away that freedom. The only way that you can not get ads on my stream, which I highly recommend, is an ad block or subscribing to it. So, that bit, with the announcement yesterday of them forcing, once again, changes that are all about making more money and not for the viewer experience, it made me wonder, like, okay, what other options do I want to explore? Luckily, in August, the end of August, they've actually made a change to the contract of Twitch. You are now allowed to stream on multiple platforms, just not at the same time. So I can't run this stream through Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but I am allowed as a partner from Twitch to be streaming on YouTube as well. So yeah, I make full use of that, and I'm experimenting with it today. Today's my very first day here on YouTube, and I gotta admit, I like it. I absolutely like it. It's the same as on Twitch, but with the backend that I already have on YouTube, the quality is better. The only thing that I'm kind of missing are like the emotes, but we can sort that up. And I'm missing different colors when it comes to the names. Like I'm missing a distinction between the coloration, and that's about it. Okay. I miss the names, but yeah. Yeah, I do have some of my own emotes, but I think they're also part of the whole subscribing to YouTube thing. We should actually have more slots now, since, like I said, it was like my first time, so there should be more slots available. So there's definitely some things that YouTube can improve, but just the idea of you can use a higher bitrate and better quality on YouTube says a lot. And let's not pretend like Twitch, owned by Amazon, like they need fucking more money, right? That's just what pisses me off. But anyways, like I said, I don't immediately want to drop off Twitch. I don't think that would be fair on the viewers and the build-up that we've done on Twitch as well. But at the end of the day, it's always good to have multiple options, right? Okay, so I've done Brackenhide Hollow. That's with the... oh god, not the Quillboar. That's with the... not the Kobolds. With the Hoggers. You know the ones that I mean. Halls of Infusion, please. Halls of... oh. Gnolls, thank you. Halls of Infusion sounds good. How is Pelly's damage in beta? It seems fine. Do keep in mind, though, beta and tuning numbers are going to change. So you can ask it next week. It could be completely different. Flavor of the month will not be decided until the month is upon us. We've got visitors. Okay. So we just ran the academy, and this here is the Halls of Infusion. Favorite dungeon so far? I think the pools, the ruby pools were quite nice. Although, just on concept alone, the one that they do with the centaur, the one where you get to ride on your dragon mount and the entire dungeon is just a zone. That is a concept I just freaking adore. You can actually fly out, drop into the bosses that you need. I think on a Mythic Plus level, that's actually going to be popping off quite a bit. Are you gonna make a story of the sepulcher of the first ones? No, Ash. What I've done... okay, so I haven't been shy about not liking the story of the Shadowlands, and I haven't done the sepulcher, not in a raid. I've done an LFR. Can't recommend. But I've done that in order to do the story of the jailer. So if you're looking for like the story of the sepulcher and what's been going on there, check out the story of the jailer. I don't go into details as to every single boss that you fight, but I do give you the idea as to this is the story they want to tell. Did I make dragon riding part of the fight? No, but I wonder if they're going to. I wonder what they're going to do with the dragon riding and how well they will perform, because as far as I understand it, the reason why I keep disconnecting if I use like my engineering cloak is because the game thinks I'm trying to go faster than I'm allowed, and therefore as an anti-cheating, anti-botting mechanism, they disconnect me. I think that's the idea behind it, so I wonder how smooth the whole dragon riding thing would work in that regard. Let's do this. They definitely seem familiar, 12. I've described Dragonflight as a combination between the Cataclysm and Mr. Pandaria. Their whole origin and where did they come from and whatnot, I wouldn't be able to tell you right now. And is dragon riding just a gimmick? Sort of. It's a thing that I've apparently taken from Guild Wars. But my god, is it fun. Like, honestly, no joke. I can 100% tell you that dragon riding is a shit ton of fun. The races that they added is a shit ton of fun. And I'm hoping they're going to take the concept even further. I remember in Mr. Pandaria, you were able to get, like, these little race flags from the Jade Serpents, right? Imagine, similar to how in Genshin Impact you can make your own parkour in your little teapot. Imagine them give you the opportunity to make your own races in the world and then tell your friends like, hey, join my party. They get phased into your phase and they can now see the racetrack that you've made. Your own scoreboard, your own little thing, and you can get your guildies to start dragon riding with each other. I would be so down with that. That sounds like so much fun. I have like 0 aggro. Could you all mind? Open world to the gameplay is awesome. Yep. Like, credit where credit is due. Dragon riding is phenomenal. They've done such a good job. What do I think about Anduin not coming back? I like it. Do I like how much Sylvanas and Anduin got the interaction in that regard? Not really. But I like Anduin not immediately be like, oh, I'm Anduin Rin. Being dominated by the jailer? Oh, that's just another Sunday for me. Sorry. Sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to. Anywho, I quite like that he's chilling in the Maw or wherever he is right now. And it actually has an impact on his character. I like that. Oh, God! Sorry, I could do nothing. I think I was stunned. Okay. What else? I mean, I could have bubbled, I suppose. And thank you, Just. That's super kind. Trevelyan on the throne? Definitely possibilities. Like, similar to how, again, Greymane was possibilities. Like, for me, Battle for Azeroth would have gone down better if the Alliance was the aggressor rather than the Horde. I would have loved to have seen the Alliance be the one to actually push them into war rather than, you know, Garrosh 2.0. But yeah, it is what it is, right? And they can still go there. They can still make that happen. They can still have Trevelyan, because his voice lines also seem to be hinting at that. Like, we're gonna make the Alliance great again. Okay, he doesn't specifically say that, but somewhere in that regard, you know? Would be well funny if he says we're gonna make the Alliance great again, though. Do I see any splinter races crossing faction permanently? Faction value just seem redundant now. I've seen that argument. But for me, the idea of the Alliance and Horde fighting each other, that is the part that I'm like, we're over it. The reason for that is that, yes, Warcraft has been built upon orcs versus humans. Fair enough. And then Warcraft 3 happened. And orcs and humans stood side by side against the Fretted Legion.
I will not allow you through!
And then Classic happened, where we went into Syllabus and we fought together. And the Burning Crusade happened, where we fought together. And this happened and that happened. Every single expansion. Be it we're out at open war or we're just chilling. Every single expansion, the Alliance and Horde learned a lesson of, oh, we're stronger if we work together, and if we push our differences aside, look at what we can accomplish. With like Battle for Azeroth being the prime one, where I'm like, really? Lorfamar and Jaina, you did this during Mr. Pandaria. How is it surprising to you that putting aside your hatred and working together actually gets better results? So for me, the whole idea of constantly having a Horde and Alliance fight each other, that's the part where I'm like, the story does not support it, right? And that's the part where I would be like, yeah, it actually makes a shit ton of sense that many amongst the Alliance and the Horde actually put down their arms and start working together, as they always do. I'm still pissed off that our Order Halls from Legion did not get a proper farewell. One expansion, I'm leading people like Liadrin. The next one, we're fighting each other on the warfronts, to which I'm like, what happened? Do we use these? Oh, sorry, we use these to blow up a shield, do we? Sorry.
A small victory. I will eliminate you.
So in that regard, I'm like, okay, Alliance and Horde, they don't have to constantly fight each other. And even if we work together, it does not change that we can still beat the shit out of each other. So, yeah. In that regard, I'm very much like, let those borders between Horde and Alliance fall. As well as, it's clearly done because they have a decrease in population, right? I can tank him here, but not long. Wait, come here. Hi. Your mother is an ogre. Hi, Sukov. Hello. You ever trying something else today? Arise, my champion, and fight once more. Yo, having a battle res is awesome. As a tank anyways. Like, I'm not going to be using it as a DPS. Fuck that. But as a tank,
Order will overwhelm you.
It's amazing. Woo! We made it!
Forgive me. I could not stop them.
Cool. Okay. Ash, you're asking, do I recommend coming back to Dragonflight? I recommend asking yourself that. There will not be a content creator that's going to tell you, like, yes or no, it's going to be worth coming back. You can see your time, you can see your money and your wallet. I can only tell you that for me, I'm going to be coming back to Dragonflight for, like, the leveling. And beyond that, I'll see. I'll see if Mythic Plus is interesting enough, if raiding is enough, if I still have friends that play. Maybe I want to do, like, a realm transfer, or just chill and not play at endgame. I don't know. We'll find out. Definitely fruits. Definitely. And what made me quit retail? Multiple reasons, to be honest. Oh god, what's happening? Hang on. So for me, my reason for playing the game has swapped and shifted a lot. And I honestly think that if I was like raiding in Shadowlands, I would have stuck around longer. But I already made the decision for myself that I wasn't going to do full-time raiding. Not again. I did it in Battle for Azeroth and I got burned out to the max. There was like simming, there was the necklace, there was void gear, there was so much I had to keep on top of. And it just took too much time, it took too much effort. The whole staying on top of things, right? So for Shadowlands, I decided, nah, I'm not going to do that anymore. And I'm so happy that I decided. Because if I look at what I needed to do in order to keep relevant in the Foggy Shadowlands, Like the archaeology stuff in Corvia and this system and that system, no thank you, right? So in that regard, I made the right choice, but it also meant that if you say no thank you, you move on to your secondary reason for playing, which for me is the storyline. And when I saw what they did with the Night Warrior, when I had Sylvanas turn around and be like, I will never serve, when I saw what was happening, I was like, nah, this is just not my jam. So I decided to take a break. Which isn't the first time, by the way. I've taken many breaks over the years. Everyone would be better if they just play to have fun instead. In my opinion, Cam, fun is a relevant term. Sorry, a subjective term, I should say. What is fun for you might not be fun for me, and vice versa. What I find fun is to figure out what makes my character the best to my ability. I don't want to be a 1%er, but I most certainly want to be the best raider that I can be. I love having DPS races in my raid team, with my players, with my guildies. In order to do that, I need to jump through these hoops that Blizzard invented. So, the argument of, who the hell cares, just play whatever you want to play. I don't want to be carried in raids. I find it fun to get the maximum out of my character. That's where I get the fun out of it. So, I find it a nonsensical argument to say, like, only the 1%ers care about simming and about your gear. It's bullshit. A lot of players care about their character output. Just because you don't. Yeah. When going outside, do I prefer wearing a hat or a beret? Neither. I like to go just the way I am. I play to have fun. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But ultimately, there was also the big part, like a lot of people stopped playing, right? So, yeah. It is a social game after all. So there's a lot to be said about that. And we'll see if Dragonflight can turn it around. We'll see. And lore was a major reason to quit. Yeah. Understandably so. No, sorry, Cam. I took it the wrong way. No, sorry. I've had a different argument about that comment before, where people were like, only the 1%ers care about it. No, but that was my own misinterpretation. Yeah. I don't know where we're going, by the way. I think we're going into the sewers. I think. I mean, I don't like these zealots. No, that was my bad, Cam. Was my bad. What I want to see is one time we actually lose the fight and not win. You mean Burning Legion? Sorry, Legion? The problem is, you can't do a game over. Not in an MMORPG. You can take away everything that people have. But ultimately, they need to rebuild it again, right? Oh boy. Whoa! Did they turn you into a fucking explosive? Oh, you were rooted in the AoE. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. I thought you were the explosive. Whoa, cool. Heard about Malfurion? Yep. We actually had a little bit of a mini investigation at the start of the stream about that. As it appears that Ysera is on the loading screen for Dragonland. That is definitely true, Don. Oh, God. Oh, pay attention, dum-dum. Come on. Everybody. Everybody's dying. Oh, no. My combat res is on cooldown, Captain. I think we got this, though. Oh, no, 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 Caterize. No, no, Caterize. They're healing. Ah, I can't stop their healing. What? Can we stun that? Stop healing. What about Malfurion? Okay, so... This is, again, I want to make that 100%, 1000% clear. This is data mine dialogue. And also data mine dialogue that has disappeared. We have not seen this pop up on the beta as of yet. But the idea is out there. Alright. With those parameters established, yeah. There is data mine dialogue that suggests that Malfurion is going to take Ysera's place in the Shadowlands. And therefore Ysera makes a return into the storyline. And as I said earlier today on the loading screen, we saw Ysera on it. Wait, can I just do this? Oh, that was too late. Whoops. Is it a Soki, like you stand in there with each other? Oh, okay. Cool. Like for me, I'm a big fan of Ysera, right? But even I would go like, you just gave her a big story in the Shadowlands. How about you stick with the story that you just told, right? Immediately turning it back around seems to be a bit of a waste. Let alone that once again the Night Elves are taking a huge L, as once again they have to sacrifice something. Okay, oh, yo, that was close. But again, I want to make it 100% clear. Data mine dialogue, yeah? It's not in the game as of yet. We do not know if it's actually going to make it into the game. And we're dead. Yeah. Excellent, Sukov. No, that was also me. Like, I did not realize we had to soak in those swirlies. But now we do. And now we'll get it. This sounds like an excuse to not let Malfurion do anything cool in the story. And this is indeed a rice cake. Yes, it is. Look, the Night Elves have been taking a beating after beating, alright? For some reason, they get some of the coolest story in the books. And then in-game, they yell at the Horde like, "Oh, please, Mr. Horde! Don't invade my lands! I don't want to fight you! Even though this is my land, you should be very terrified." And it's like, alright, cool. I guess that's how we're doing Night Elves now. Ta-tum. Why does Malfurion have to go? Well, the idea behind Malfurion sacrificing himself is the whole reason why Ysera died is because Ysera had to step up and try to save him from the Emerald Nightmare because he lost himself to rage. If you remember in Legion, there was like the whole Cenarius fall into the Nightmare. Eventually, he fell completely, and Malfurion was like, "Roar, enough of this!" And he bolted off, and Ysera was like, "Oh no, please don't go." So then we jumped on the back of Ysera. I'm thinking Flamecaller first, yeah? So we jumped on the back of Ysera, and we went after him, and that's when she got shot by Xavius and the Nightmare, and that's where the whole shenanigans went down. Stay close, by the way, team, so we can easily stack with one another. You're going to stand all the way in the back, or we're going to be running into problems. Okay, soaky soak. Easy way, you know how. Excellent. Alright, cool. Night Elves rebuild. Rumor mill says possibly Gilneas. I have no idea, Sukov. I haven't seen that video, mate. All I know is the Night Elves were given that seed for renewal. So I'm guessing they're getting a new tree somewhere. And the idea is they put it in Gilneas, yeah? Look, it's a Froggo! Ribbit. Possibly, yeah. Honestly, with the architecture that Gilneas has to offer, I would rather have Gilneas just be returned to its former glory. Considering that the Forsaken, with Lillian and Kalia and whatnot, they've been learning how to get rid of the plague. What better way to try and get better relations going by actually fixing whatever Sylvanas did back then? And potentially give the Gilneans back their city. Because the architecture is quite unique. The area is quite unique. I would be well down for that. I can't taunt the Froggos, by the way. The Froggos seem to be stuck. He is hangry. He has an enrage. Moneybags, can you trank? Can you trank shot? Moneybags, can you trank shot the Froggo? Now they're super enraged. Tried. Okay. Ciano! No! Arise, my champion, and fight once more! No, Fesh. I haven't had year. Well, that's a lie. Have you ever seen Seinfeld? Do you remember George Costanza from Seinfeld? Like, if I let my hair grow, that's what I look like. I look like George Costanza from Seinfeld. Google it. So that's why we shave. Because that looks horrible. Would it really be wise to invite the Gilneans back to the lands after all the trouble to drive them out in the first place? Hungry Hornswog. The feat after forcing it to be hangry and devour 10 curious frogs. We did an achievement! Whoops. Again, had a very good relationship with the Night Elves, being the only one helping when the tree burned down. Well, Enduin said no. Did Enduin say no? I thought Enduin said, like, no, don't go in there because the tree's already on fire. Sorry, team, 2 seconds. Shaker. Sorry, mortgage stuff. Honestly, I have no idea, Sukov. I have no idea, buddy. Wait, there's another person down here. Do you reckon we'll be sick at the sight of dragons at the end of expansion? I will never get sick of the sight of dragons. So Malfurion is dead? No. It's data mine dialogue. It's not real. It's fairy dust. And is it planting and growing a big burden on Azeroth? Don't think so, to be honest. I remember that the whole Teldrassil thing Like, the whole reason why they didn't want to plant more world trees was because of the whole corruption of the nightmare. But then there was like the whole bit where Malfurion cleansed the tree and through it also healed Azeroth like a bit. So I don't know. And I'm very Dutch, fish. Yes, very much so. Being bald just works very well. You have a nice head shape and your forehead veins are very well placed. Why, thank you. I will say that like during my workouts, I got like a vein on my head. And the harder I push, the more that vein starts popping. And it's like a roadmap on my head. It is bizarre. Trust me when I say I'm not exactly winning any beauty competitions while doing my workouts. But that's okay. I'm crushing it though. I'm getting stronger. New Night Elf capital on Desolace or Stone Talon? Here's a thing. How about we don't put the Night Elves in a highly flammable barbecue tree? Not without any good fire exits, you know? Roadmap to our hearts. Ooh. Oh god, I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm not gonna die, I bubbled. Haha! Suck it! Now you're all gonna die. Mwah. Internal monologue, you had Dutch or English? Depends. It depends on the moment. I will say though, like to your question, I am more comfortable typing and talking in English than I am in Dutch these days. Everybody stun. Stop it. Ooh, give the Night Elf Suramar. Let's go. This is work. Phew. Come here, Gil Singer. Phew. Made it. Put them in Stillifus. They can use the sword less flammable. Do I drink Heineken or do I drink beer? Fun fact, Freddy Heineken, the man behind Heineken, used to live in my town. Hey. And then they got kidnapped. But no, I don't drink Heineken. When I still used to drink beer, I drank, God, what are they called? Not Canon, the other one. Hertog Jan Grand Prestige, that's what they're called. Holy shit, did I get fat on Grand Prestige. But I kind of stopped drinking, I stopped drinking beer because it was just not worth it, drinking liquefied bread. These days, I'm a fancy bitch. I drink wine. Or champagne. Champagne goes down nicely as well. I can help cleanse disease, right? Oh no, I don't have a disease anymore. But in general, like if we're talking about beers, Heineken is like the basic bitch. You can go worse, you could go Amstel. And you can go better, you can go Grolsch or Hertog Jan, right? So Heineken is like the middle road. It's like when you are in the mood for some flavorful water, you can drink some Heineken. Yeah. You're a troll.
We'll build a new world, free from their corruption.
Okay. They caused Hailstorm. Does that mean... Oh, that's me moves out of the stuff, right? What champagne is my favorite? Oh, that actually was kind of spicy. I don't have a specific one that I'm like, ooh, that's the one.
A weak pawn.
Whoa, what the? Oh, snap. Whoa, cool.
You're gonna catch your death.
I mean, Heineken is not that bad, let's be fair now. But, yeah, like I said, for me, just beer is not worth it. Not for the calories, not for the flavor, not for how long it takes to actually get drunk on it. So I moved away from beer. And, work wonders. Champagne is bubbly. Bit sweet. Sometimes a bit sour, depends on the champagne in question. Oh. Get some Belgian beer. I learned how to appreciate beer on Palm. Oh, Palm was mwah. Thank you, Zukov. So do I partake in the herb? I do not. I just get sleepy from the herb rather than actually have the fun times with it. And I don't need it either. I quit smoking this year. As well as, you know, what are we gonna say? I don't need another addiction, let's put it like that. Is this a wee moment? Yeah, wee. But for those that do enjoy it, all the power to you. Enjoy whatever the hell you want to enjoy. 2 seconds. Just need to send a text following you, Ezekiel. Okay, sorry. What do I think about the new custom UI? I love it. It's about high time. Still a bit of work that needs to be done. But, we'll get there. Are you getting disconnected from the chat? I hope not. Let's find out, yeah? Because we got properly asses handed to us.
We'll build a new world, free from their corruption.
Is there something in Final Fantasy XIV that I would hope to see implemented in Dragonflight? I would love for older content to be as relevant as they kept it in Final Fantasy XIV. So the whole... Oh, God. Okay, so the closer you are, the more damage you take from that. Oh, you need to hide behind the icebergs, yeah? Glacial Surge? This is that rain stuff, right? Yeah.
Not
so
strong enough.
Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. So how it works in Final Fantasy XIV is you have like roulettes, and even if you're max level, doing a roulette at lower level is good for like leveling out. Is good for. Oh shit. Okay. Good for tomes. Good for gearing. I would love to see them. Do that. This boss though, what the whew. So making old content, I wouldn't be against better extra side content. But for me, it's weird to judge Shadowlands because for me Shadowlands is like not a proper expansion. Compared to whatever they've done before, Shadowlands really feels out. Like, it feels barebone. It feels like a lot of stuff got dropped out. So I would like them to reinvigorate stuff like Professions. Even Archaeology and Mage Tower and Brawler's Guild and all that stuff that just adds to it, right? If you were to compare Final Fantasy XIV and WoW narratively based, where would you say each has the strength and where do you have the weaknesses? I think that Warcraft has its strength at telling an episodic story. So one expansion, one story. I think that's where Warcraft has its strength. Whereas Final Fantasy has the long game going on. Need to go through each and every one of them. Need to pay attention through each and every one of them. Which is great. But also their weakness. Because it's quite an investment to tell somebody like for the next 3 to 6 months you're going to be enjoying one single story, right? So the accessibility, I would say, for Warcraft is a lower entry point. But in general, for Final Fantasy XIV, I find that they are stronger at... For a longer time, Warcraft had like this keyword of morally grey. And never delivered on morally grey. So the nuance, the intricacy... Just the overall quality of storytelling, in my opinion, in Final Fantasy XIV is a lot higher. So where they have more delicacy, more intricacy, and more depth to their storyline, Warcraft has more of the epic moments, the oomph moments, right? For example, really clear example, if we want to compare Final Fantasy XIV and WoW, which I don't like doing because I feel very much like they're apples and oranges. But one example that comes to mind is in Shadowlands, we're asked to trust Sylvanas. To which Jaina says, I don't trust you. To which Uther says, trust her for me. To which Jaina says, I will trust her. In Final Fantasy XIV, there's a storyline in which we... God, they're not called kobolds. The ones connected to Titan. Are they called kobolds? Oh, maybe they're called kobolds. The Pirate Queen is trying to make them come back to the table after the people have betrayed them. And the kobolds go, we don't trust you. And she's like, please trust me. And we don't trust you. And there's like this back and forth when it comes to trying to convince them to trust her. And there's development, there's time, and there's realism. Because at the end of the day, they don't actually trust them, but they are willing to give it another shot after intricacy and storytelling. And it's just like, it's further developed in that regard. I think that's how I would compare the two.
New world, free from their corruption.
Okay, so, paying attention once again. She has slowed the shit out of me, but I can hide behind a cube, yeah? Hailstorm. 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 Next up, she's gonna do a little circle. So she's gonna do a rain around her, and then once that rain is done, you're gonna move in, and you have like a free spot. Her Hail Surge also seems to be turning water into a glacier. I guess I need to play around with that. Now she's popping Hailstorm again. Just gonna hide here, see if that helps. And most...
gonna get you, death.
So is Glacial Surge just something... Oh, God! Okay. We're supposed to DPS you when? I don't have Command Rest, sorry.
You're gonna get you, death. A weak pawn.
Whew. Hailstorm.
You're gonna get you, death. Not strong enough.
Oh, the ice cubes can only take an X amount of hints before they break. Oh, okay. Alright.
You're gonna get you, death.
And move back in. Alright. Hailstorm, hide behind a block.
You're gonna get you, death.
If she breaks through it, it hurts for quite a bit. Whoa, 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 whoa,
You're
whoa.
gonna catch your death.
Staying alive, staying alive. Woo! This fight is absolute dog shit as melee, dude. What the fuck?
You're gonna catch your death. Nothing can stop us.
Good job. Fucking good job. I mean, I think what's happening here is that her cooldown between abilities is off. I think that's what they need to tune. As a melee, if they tune that, you will have an easier time because it's easier to avoid that attack. Whereas as a range, you have to deal with like the massive circle. So I'm actually going to think that a lot of people are going to stack melee for this one. They just need to fine-tune the whole, you're going to catch your death, you know? Howdy, Tess. Hello there. Also, it's well appreciated when you can actually focus on a boss and try to get the fight down. And the eye is indeed a new icon for the group finder. You're gonna catch your death, baby. Mm-hmm. Ooh. She's not wrong. Oh, goody, it's a gauntlet. Oh, neat. Can I hide behind the barrel and then just not get hit by stuff? Oh, I can. Okay. Hey, I didn't summon you guys. Let's not do rage. Chat, I got a question for you. Okay, so the other day, as you all were so kind to point out that you don't actually need a max level character to make a Death Knight, and you got like the mount promotion going on anyways, I decided to do the whole starting experience for the Death Knights and get the mount on live. However, this started to make some things tickle, and now I'm wondering, do I want to join the Classic Fund? Do I want to make a Paladin, like right now, level a Paladin, and go onto the Lore of the Lich King Classic Realms and do all that nonsense and see what kind of fun there's to be had? I mean, I got the mount. I definitely got... Oh, God. Damn it. That was my bad. I'm thinking what I want to do here is actually bolt through it, but at the same time, there's not more ads spawning. Huh. Mirage Rageway Horde, yes. On a casual level, yeah. Only if you have unfinished business. Well, the thing is, I need a repair bot, by the way. Anybody have a repair bot or repair mount? Otherwise, I gotta teleport out. The thing is, I've been working on like the global story of Lore of the Lich King. And when you compare like the story and the activities, it was just such a good expansion. It's no wonder that it's on everybody's like top list, right? It's just so freaking good. The one thing that makes me go, maybe I don't want to do it, is they're not adding the dungeon finder. And one of the things that I liked the most was go into like a pug and see how far you can go through the dungeons and like how quickly you can pull them and tank them. That was part of the fun, and now the Dungeon Finder's kind of gone. And I remember how groups were made in Classic, like the Classic realms. And that was not the best time. I suppose, Chefdar. I suppose. I can't mount up here. Hang on. Yeah. Sorry, team. I need to heal. Sorry, I need to repair.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels.
Like you. Okay. Classic is inconvenient. Yeah, I just remember, like in Classic, they didn't even allow the add-on in order to make Dungeon Finder happen. You died in Orgrimmar? How'd you manage that? But then without the add-on, you would be forced to go into like a chat channel, and all you can see in the chat channel is like looking for mage, UBRS key, brr, 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 and it's like, oh my god, how do you ever get a group going here? Now for me, potentially that's not really a situation, because you know you can find communities and whatnot, but still. Whew. None as far as we can tell, Rex. None as far as we can tell. The new Dungeon Finder tool on Rolf is fine. Are you allowed to use it then, Vox? Oh? Huh. Oh, okay, well that might be a change then. It's built in. Huh, okay. And have I seen Platinum WoW's lore video on the official WoW channel? I have not. But I do know about Platinum WoW. And I know that his videos are absolutely phenomenal. And it's been really, really cool to see, like, the promotion on the World of Warcraft channel going on. The thing is, though, since I'm already so familiar with the subjects... it'd be like, yeah, Story of the Vrij I kind of know what's going on, right? Dungeon Finder was definitely part of Rolf. No, but they decided, as far as I recall, that there was not going to be a Dungeon Finder added to Rolf Classic, right? Most people don't play Classic, don't know about it, and therefore they say it doesn't exist. Oh. I don't know. Easy flex. I'm so familiar with the subjects because I know all the lore. I mean, I'm not going to say I know all the lore, but I know the Story of the Vrij Alright. No, but genuinely, if you haven't seen Platinum WoW yet and you're into Warcraft lore, which kind of assume that you do as you're here, well worth to check out. You know what? I want to get the fuck out of here. Can we do that? Nope. Invisible barrier. What? I mean, it stopped the water, I suppose. So what is the idea then? You said earlier that the ads were infinite, right? But they don't seem to be. Oh, you know, Vrij lore named 2 of their greatest hits. It's infinite before the dragons. Oh. Alright, my bad. I'll try to pull the little water elementals back there. We can focus on them, yeah? Eye of the Odin. It's the Eye of the Odin. It's the thrill of the flight. Gotta learn how I make my own Valkyr. Doesn't matter if I make a deal with the devil. I just want my Ulduar wing to thrive. Eye of the Odin. Ba-da-bow-bow. Howdy, Christian. Highway to hell, yeah? I'm on a highway to hell. Yeah, 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 yeah. How do I feel about Exorcism coming back for the Paladins? Haven't gotten it in my talent set so far, Proby. So I don't know if it's actually going to be like magical and wonderful and fantastic. But it's kind of cool, right? I'm just hoping for something spectacular like the Warriors gotten. The Warriors apparently got like Heroic Leap or some nonsense. And with it, they'll pull in all the targets around them. What is this? Hey, does anybody have 25 herbalism? Because then you can get the mushrooms. Just saying. And I've tested Manu, the Paladin, and I tested the Drakfir. Yeah. I've not seen Ring of Power Flood, but I've heard a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, we're really into this. That's cool. What is my add-on? That scream, blink, and pretty much help you like a toddler when it comes to raid mechanics. Last arc, you get a singular sentence, you have to actually think. We spoke about this earlier. So, let's get those ragers out first, yeah? Let's try to make sure that they don't pop off their enrage and whatnot. Well, we spoke about this earlier, and for me, it's like if that's how you enjoy playing, all the power to you. But what I kind of don't like is that it's now become the mindset amongst the player base that that is how you need to play in order to get something done. That's the part where I'm like, yeah, but that's not true though. Just because there's a whole bunch of lazy people out there. But then again, like that's player perception, I suppose. Like it's the same way how they think that just because in the Mythic Plus race they've seen this composition, that is the only composition, which is also not true. Okay. Yeah, try... I mean, the little Aqualings seem to be going down anyways. But the respawn timer on these ads is... whew. Will there be legendaries in Dragonflight? Not if I've seen so far, but maybe Rephion could be persuaded and convinced. Okay, so this is where it's gonna get spicy. Make sure to get the Aqua Rager. Another one coming in. Another cloak, maybe. Uh-oh. I don't mind legendary questlines. I quite enjoyed Rephion's legendary one. So here they expect us to be able to take care of 3 of the water droplets, yeah? My god. Do we have hero? No, we have 6 minutes on hero. Oh, lord. Alright. I'll pop my own cooldowns. All 1 of them. They're still spawning? Come on, stop. Please. I'm literally at the end. Can you stop spawning? Oh my god, they keep spawning. Murder them all. And we're dead again. Yay! This UI is standard UI for the Dragonflight. Yeah, we have Proby. Yeah. No, oh no, okay, so you've gotten rid of all the major ads. I swear 10 seconds ago there was an invisible wall. It's a good thing I stream, because I swear it was there. This hallway, yeah, it needs a bit of work. Look, oh really, Ciano? Oh really? You thought that we didn't have enough water elementals as is, yeah? You were like, oh, let me put my own one. Mm-hmm. Standard UI. Yes, standard Blizzard UI with Dragonflight. Dragonflight will add a couple of customization options, but we're looking at right now is very bare bones, very standard UI. Yes. Yeah, new UI, absolutely rocking it. How is Infuser Saria still alive? What? Where did she come from? Huh. Okay. Morning, Taylor. Hello there. I'm just keeping an eye out if there's any big ones still spawning, but it doesn't look like it, right? Are they gonna die at some point, or... Nope, they just seem to be chilling over there. What the... Ah, there they go. Okay. So hopefully me being lazy will actually pay off. No, in the meantime, I've also been like sending messages about mortgage and whatnot. Apparently, it's gonna take all the way till oh lord, all the way till the 6th of October. It's forever. It's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks ain't nothing. 2 weeks is very doable. 2 weeks. Stop being impatient. It is currently 2 o'clock on my side of the world, Cam. Nice, thank you. I saw that, Proto. Yeah, I saw that actually. Although I don't know if it works right now, because it doesn't seem to be actually moving or whatnot. I think it's when you're in the dungeon finder, rather than actually in the dungeon. But I saw it turn red. Yeah. We're missing 1 healer. You're wearing like the basic mage outfit? Huh. You can't seem to heal me. Sometimes that bug actually works, where it's like it thinks that I'm the opposite side of the factions and whatnot. Oh, here he comes. Mm-hmm. Nah, it's fine. The only one that actually needs to be able to heal me is our Mood Fist anyway, so it's okay. Howdy, you pets. It is just Nobbel. Wow. What do you have against me, Zenberg, huh? Oh, sorry, let me not pull the mob out of range for everybody. There you go. Ow. Immune to stun. Good to know. Interrupt, definitely still something you want to bring along as a paladin, because it's quite nice and delicious. Right now we are on a Blood Elf. Yeah. I'm a main character, I'm more human, but here for testing purposes, yeah, we're on the Horde side. What is my favorite type of beer? Grand Prestige, the triple dark ones. However, side note, I no longer drink beer, because the calories, they just ain't worth it. Have you tried Shadow Priest? Nah, class testing is not really my jam. I wouldn't be able to tell you whatever they changed on Shadow Priest anyways, but what I remember is that Shadow Priests were quite happy, but then the healing priests were like, yo, they took our interrupts. What the hell? Yeah, I switched to like red wine. Sometimes when I feel cheeky, I'll take champagne or just straight up vodka. I'll have you know, like vodka at first. Do we want to let it go to like 100 energy? Because it's not really doing anything. Oh, cool. If you move out of melee range, it will actually just pick a random ass target. Oh, that's nice. And for me, I prefer Alliance over Horde, but mainly because I'm more familiar with like the leveling zones and the people on the Alliance side. It's not so much a faction pride kind of thing. Castaway! Oh, and then you need to run a little gauntlet. cute. Yeah, then we gotta try, of course. Can we do it the Paladin way? Oh, we most definitely can do it the Paladin way. Yay! And then the longer you let them cast Infuse, the more health we will come back with, yeah? I am Bart, yes. Okay. Cute fight. And definitely are, Meow. Definitely are. I mean, at the same time, these times are the hippity-hoppity-hypity times, right? Like, anything is possible. So I'm curious. I'm excited. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the reopening of the Dawn of the Dragons. Or Dawn of the Aspects, I would say. Like, okay, we're going to go in another round. Can you actually come up with something new, interesting, and cool? Or are we just going to do the same thing as you've done it before? And I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it. Go with the flow. Defeat them after slaying at least one flow control unit. Oh. Yeah, the trash mobs are harder than the bosses right now. Which is a bit weird. But we did get a mental. Mental looks pretty cool. Look, I got an elemental mental on. More adult dating? Oh, I'm so lucky. Best adult dating site. Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to get Night up in here. Right, lovely people. There we go. Dwarf Fortress and Dragonflight are both DF. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, don't be lonely, chat. We'll always have each other. Don't be lonely. I don't know if it's normal for YouTube, Skiken, but I can tell you on Twitch, we also have, like, bots and spammers come in. It's just a matter of, I personally need to get a Nightbot up in here that will do, like, automatic moderation for me. So when spammers do come in, I can, like, keywords with, like, I don't know, dating sites or whatnot. Then I just gotta make sure that somebody, if they ask me, like, hey, Nobbel, want to go out on a date, that they don't automatically get sniped, you know? Right, lovely people. With the stream on YouTube, Dark, it's because Twitch decided to add more ads to the Twitch experience. So I wanted to get some options going and decide to see what streaming on YouTube is like. And gotta admit, I really like it here. What does that mean? I won't be on Twitch anymore? Nope. But for the Warcraft stuff, I think what we're going to do is just put Warcraft stuff up on YouTube. And all the other stuff we're going to be doing on the Twitch. I think that is a really, really good idea. Like, options are always good, right? Right. For me, for now, team, thank you very much for joining me. Normally, I would say, like, you can follow and you could subscribe. I just don't know what we call it on the YouTube. I know that we have, like, emotes, and I know that we have, like, subscriptions, and, of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. For coming Monday, there is going to be the story of Wrath of the Lich King. Become a member. There you go. In which I give, like, a global overview as to what happens during Wrath of the Lich King, of course, with an eye on classic releasing. We're also got shorts coming up. Then I want to do, like, a global overview as to this is what happened to the dragons. And then we will see what the future is going to bring. For now, thank you very much for joining me, everybody. And, of course, team, thank you very much for running the dungeons with me as well. Wiping on these overly overtuned fights. And we'll see each other soon. Bye-bye.